Okay. I just need to see if it's going to come through. Oh, it's doing that thing again.
You guys are fucked. That's what.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Ow.
Hello.
Ow.
Might be too loud.
No, the intro was. Ow.
Hello.
Ow.
That's weird.
Mike, say something again?
Hello.
I just have to keep turning you down because you're freaking loud.
Hello. Hello.
Ouch. Ass.
Hello.
I can't get the secret ending I want.
Mike just sounds like a secret pedophile or something.
Can't say that.
Is it?
Hey.
Like, there's something wrong when this your fiance saying that. There's
Is
something
it?
Not at all. After 11 years, you know, you say weird shit. No one cares anymore.
Who could possibly need this much whipping?
Okay. Hello.
Oh, hello.
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 Right, there we go.
Hey.
Right, who's hosting this then?
No idea.
I guess one of you guys better host it since you guys are more familiar with it.
What's do you wanna
What?
host it?
I'm not really bothered, to be honest, mate.
Alright, I'm hosting it. So,
Proud of you.
Shall I host then, considering no one wants to host?
I've got it up now. 1 sec.
Alright. Let me just launch the game.
You have to go on to. I don't actually remember because Otts joined me last time. I guess
So the
multiplayer,
sound is okay.
and then
You go
join.
online. Play online.
The ID to
Create.
join is 204.
I agree. Everybody is very loud.
What's the ID, boy?
204. I can't go for the ending I wanted, so I'm kind of disappointed. But we'll go for the ending.
Oh, it hasn't got like borderless windowed.
Remember, use external voice chat for a top-notch experience.
Yeah, turn off voice in the settings.
What do you mean turn off voice in the settings?
What?
In the
doesn't
game, I
exist.
mean.
It
There's
doesn't
no-
exist.
There's no in-game voice.
Oh, it says voice in the settings.
I think it's the character's voice.
It's the character's voice.
Oh, okay, we want that one.
Yes.
Sweet!
Okay, now I just need to add this in. Game list. Whee. Screw transitions, eh? Okay, I suppose I'll just click online and then join. Voice interjections, yay or nay? Sure.
Yay!
Join. What's the match ID?
204.
What?
204.
Hey. Just waiting for you now, honey.
Wow, what did I do?
Join.
Where?
Oh, no.
Oh shit!
Both ready up.
I saw you doing it, so I thought I'll do it.
I don't
Go
got
back,
fucking
go
quit.
back.
haven't we?
Oh,
How do we go back?
have to-
Main menu. Start again.
rip.
I saw
That's great.
Liam doing it, so I thought, oh, Mike won't, so I'll do it.
I clicked
For
it
God's
once to
sake.
start doing it, but you two had just done it, so it just worked. I was like, bollocks.
Alright, the ID is now 051.
Okay. Play online. Join. Right, what did you
Right,
say?
let's
Sorry?
just
051?
051. Yes,
I'm player 2.
Waiting.
there we go.
Hey, we're all in this time. Wait, how are you doing yours faster? Mine physically won't change that quick.
I'm just spamming it.
Yeah, I'm just clicking. I'm a green boy.
Lima's using hacks. Look, he can do it a lot faster.
It's called using my fingers well, mate.
Ooh. Oof. Any girls out there?
Oh, grumpy face for that. Grumpy.
Good
Look,
for
look,
this.
look, look how fast. Look how fast Liam can change the smiley face. Just saying. Just put it kicking a mouse.
Go on, Otts, how fast can you do it?
I like the grumpy one.
See what I mean? The game won't let you click it fast, so Otts is obviously... Oh, sorry, Lima's obviously using hacks.
Of course
I
he
am
is.
clicking
Was it
really
actually
fast.
not?
You see, this is what I mean. It won't let you actually do it.
You're going
So-
like this speed for me.
Yeah, that's as fast as it'll let us
It's a
click.
traffic
You're
light
going-
speed.
You're getting Sonic
Oh,
fast.
wait, is Lima the host?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why then. There we go. It's
got special
syncing our
privileges.
responses, that's why. So that's actually
He's
the
going
delay
Sonic
between
fast.
our computers and his.
He's going Sonic speed.
So yeah,
Right,
he's
we're gonna
using
ready up.
hacks of being the
I'm
host.
ready, mate. I'm a green smiley boy. I'm ready. You lot are grumps. Come on.
Right, who's reading?
I'll be the narrator.
Okay.
You did a full game, didn't you?
Yeah.
Good boy.
Boy.
Am I the narrator?
Yes,
Just
Yeah,
yes
go
you
on,
are.
Otts, you do good
Ah,
narrating.
Spooky High School. The sweetest years of our lives. Back then, we were young and unafraid. Sometimes reckless, sometimes brilliant, sometimes just stupid, but
Mainly
always
stupid.
willing to live life to the fullest. We were on a wild journey to discover who we really were. Who are you?
Sweet!
Wait,
You-
what?
You're not changing your name, you're staying blue.
Can't be hard. Fine.
Okay, I'll be zombie green guy then.
It's absolute unit.
I get a choice of
It's
green,
Brian,
Brian,
right.
or a custom name.
Go
Custom
custom.
name, you just put your one.
Just to let you know, custom name. Your name is literally custom name.
Yeah. It doesn't let you put a
What if
name.
I could just type in
Instead, they
zombie
go,
Frank?
Hey, custom name.
My name is custom name. It doesn't work. James Bond's better.
Name.
Oh,
Custom
I can't put a
name.
space in.
You've
Mike,
gotta
you don't put a
custom.
space in.
I was gonna put
It's
zombie
literally
Frank.
just the first name.
Oh, okay, fine.
Come on, the game's asking you, who are you? Come on.
Who are you?
Zed. Okay.
Zeddy. Pronoun he.
You can have he, she, or they.
Fine, I'll be the girl. I like they.
Pronoun they, eh?
Yeah, might as well.
You're on fire, darling.
Showtime!
I know.
Oh, I don't know who to be.
Oh, it's a tough
You
choice.
have a lot of choices.
I'm kind of sport for choice here. I guess I'll be this boy.
See that little face in the bottom left?
Is that his tail?
No, it's a little dude.
Like a shoulder monster.
Yeah.
I'll be boring. I'll just put Otts.
All right.
That is boring.
And we had yet to experience its ultimate challenge, the Monster Prom. I remember it clearly, 3 weeks left, and as we fantasized about our dream prom dates, we were all scrambling to catch the attention of one of our 6 most charismatic classmates.
Huzzah!
Miranda Vanderbilt, 19, a sweet mermaid princess who was as cute as she was genocidal. Damien LeVay, 21, a fearless demon with a taste for destruction and a love of
He's
fire.
my type.
Scott Howell, 21, a werewolf athlete who compensated for his rather small brain with a stupidly huge heart. Limasaurus, 4XX,
A hipster vampire. Yeah, that's Lima,
a
alright.
hipster vampire whose standoffish demeanor hid that he was truly a lovable dog.
Yay!
Polygeist, 22, I don't know. A party ghost with an insatiable hunger for all the wrong things.
She's lying about her age.
What?
And Vera Oberlin, 23, a mean, self-made gorgon with a merciless sense of business.
Lush sounds perfect.
It was clear it had to be one of them, but who? We
3
only
guys,
had
3
3
girls,
weeks
eh?
to choose our prom date, and even more daunting, we only had 3 weeks to woo them and conquer their heart. But as I already said, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start.
Wrestling match.
Right, so
Right, so
Yeah.
what, this is the quiz.
Stupidest pop quiz ever. Okay.
yeah, it's a quiz. Yeah, go on, Otts, just read.
All
Explain.
minds are rotten, but they are rotten in so many different ways. Worry no more, we're now using our PhD in bullshit to diagnose which kind of deviant sicko you are.
Oh god.
The Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever, trademark, will throw a bunch of absurd questions at you and turn your answers into your character's stats. This way, each of you will start by having stats that better reflect your true selves. Let's start.
Okay, so I have to lie on everything.
Uh-huh.
Well, it's gonna give you who you should go for.
Yeah, so just watch Liam.
Also, for some reason, I don't know whether it happens for you, but if you hold push to talk while moving your mouse, it'll set you back to the middle. It's really fucking annoying. If you could put
What's
a
your
cursor
push
on
to
your
talk
worst
key?
enemy, what would it do? I've got 2. I've got my mouse button and backslash, and both of them do it.
Oh, okay.
Shall I read them all out?
Yeah, go on.
Can't rely on the effectiveness of a curse. I prefer to take care of my enemies the old-fashioned way, by exposing them to unsafe doses of radiation over the course of several years. Choice 2, I'd curse them to fall in love with a wonderful person and be happily married for years before they realized all this time their partner was a wild panther in disguise. Then the panther viciously devours my enemy. Classic. Choice 3, curse of always meeting obnoxious people at parties who are super fun into a new fad diets that feel the need to explain them in detail.
Oh my god, the last one sounds terrible.
Yeah, the last one is hell.
I know!
Like, I wouldn't even wish that on my worst enemies. Oh, it's my guy. Put a curse on
Yeah,
a
it's-
worst
it's the
enemy,
same
okay.
thing.
Let's go with radiation.
I'll go with Cursing Panther.
If it's cursing them, you wouldn't want them to die, though. Think
Why
about it.
wouldn't you? Best way to
Then it's
die.
painful.
In suspense. There you go.
At least you actually have a choice this time.
The bottom one's funny though.
No.
I'm torn between middle and bottom.
Is that your preferred positions?
Yeah, he's not a
The
top.
bottom one.
Right, you wish you were raised by a pack of wild wolves who also happen to be tech moguls who own some sort of the most profitable companies of Silicon Valley. There would be kick-ass role models and wild wolves sick. A real progressive marriage between a kick-ass venomous snake and actual fire. I love fire and I see no issue with being raised by it. mysterious old man who saved me from the streets in order to raise me as his disciple in the ancient ways of rad DJing.
My god, the old man's cool.
I like fire, but DJing also sounds cool.
Oh, I knew you'll pick the DJing.
Yeah, I might as well.
I'll go with the fire people.
True, your hair is very fiery.
Wouldn't ever be able to hug the fire though.
Of course you can.
Yeah.
What, have you never tried hugging
Probably
fire
wolves.
before?
Is that how you became on fire?
No.
What would be a killer accessory? Fancy brass knuckles, a necklace with your own name in case you forget, shiny armor, a fabulous purse made from the skin of your worst enemy, coolness itself, or sunglasses at night.
They're all really good.
I know.
I mean, I don't forget my name often. Forget everyone else's though.
Wow, rude.
Okay, let's go with coolness.
Damn, I was gonna pick that. Fine.
You can pick it as well.
I know, but it's more fun when you pick something else. I'll go with the name.
Thanks for leaving me all the shit ones.
You could choose the same one.
Mate, shiny armor's pretty fucking cool.
No, it's not shy. I was gonna go with sunglasses, and Liam was like, you know what, I'm gonna fucking swipe that. Yes. I'll go brass knuckles. Oh, why does Demon Boy love me? Fuck!
Let's go.
Right, now you choose where you have either of you played the Yorg before? Alright, I'm assuming that's a no. Choose where you go basically for the day or for the week.
Oh.
Wait, so do you
it
have to
increases
woo
your
the one
entire
that it came
week?
up as?
Well, no, in the morning. You go like week 1 morning, afternoon, evening.
Yeah. And it increases your stats depending on where you go.
Oh, I see.
I don't. Okay.
That day, you spend some time on the library's PCs, playing some good old online poker.
Oh yeah, by the way, not go
Gambling
where you
seems
go.
like a stupid and dangerous decision. But who cares? This time it paid off, so fuck it! You gain +2 money.
This game has cuss words.
And here comes Liam, ranting to anyone who will listen about the failings of living flesh.
Sounds like
Lame.
Liam finding Liam. I mean, that's kind of funny.
Am I doing the voices as well?
in the mirror.
far not. Okay, you
No,
can
I'm
fucking
not doing
read
the
every.
voices, no.
Go on, read everything.
I'm the narrator.
Or at least
Liam, it's
in-
you. You've got to do the voice.
I have to sound like a
Enjoy, Liam.
douchebag though.
Just do it. No, just do
You
it.
just have to sound like yourself,
Wow.
dude.
Oh, why I asked for that.
You
sound
open the
like
door.
myself.
I opened the door. You walked to it. I slammed it in your face. Come on.
And then we all got on
I
the
have
floor.
such pity for creatures that have to consume things other than blood. Grocery shopping.
So you're doing
cooking, chewing.
perfect. Amazing.
Tonight,
Absolutely amazing.
fuck off.
darling.
I know the voice even matches the pictures.
Wow. We can't be friends anymore.
Implying we were in the first place.
No wonder there are so many fad diets. People don't want to have to choose what they eat. Have you heard of the what the fuck that says diet?
The Matryoshka diet.
Matryoshka.
Matryoshka.
Yeah.
Okay,
Alright, mate. Calm down.
the tapeworm. And then you eat a bigger tapeworm, swallow that tapeworm, and so on until all of your organs are replaced by tapeworm. Sounds fucking magnificent.
Cool.
Wow.
Usually fatal. But the corpses do look fab.
It's Polly!
Oh, hell yeah.
Hey, buddy.
Right, who's doing Polly's voice?
Oh man, that brings back memories. The Matryoshka diet is how I died.
That was
I
terrible,
miss
darling.
bad diets. I used to get up to the stupidest shenanigans just to get my hands on the latest food replacements.
Hey, bros.
Alright,
My
you
God,
go
enough.
after.
What?
Mike, you or me?
Yeah, Mike,
Oh,
you're the
okay,
hairy
fine.
Yeah,
I'll
come
do the
on,
big
Mike.
hairy
Come on.
bastard.
You're the big dog. Come on.
Whoa,
You're
are
the
you
big
guys
dog.
talking about fad diets? Sign me up. I'll do anything that gets me more ripped. Anything.
10 out of 10 voice acting.
God. Okay, I've got to choose. Have you heard of the
Imhotep
something
cleanse.
cleanse? It's where you
Imhotep.
only eat things that...
Imhotep. That's an Egyptian guy, I think.
Imhotep.
Emperor? Imhotep. The H is silent.
Imhotep. Imhotep.
Imhotep cleanse. It's where you only eat things
Imhotep.
that...
Imhotep.
Yeah.
Nobody ever
Okay.
watched The Mummy.
Yeah, come
It's
on,
where you
guys.
only
You've
eat
seen
things
them,
that came
yeah?
from... No, I haven't.
Ah!
What
Oh,
are
God.
you?
What? You've not
I-
seen the really bad scene?
I know what we're doing and watch together after this.
Exactly.
I don't watch movie.
Wow.
Where
Actually
you only
upset.
get to eat things that came from a mummy. Mummies are rare, so you can get super skinny. Plus, you get to rob tombs. You ever heard of the paleo diet? Now try the Jurassic diet. Can't eat anything that isn't a dinosaur. Killing a T-Rex alone will get you super. Oh fuck! Forgot. It's a skill check thing. You basically have to. You have to have higher stats. I didn't even pay attention. Right, that's Polly, mate.
Oh, sorry, so I'm supposed to speak. My
Yeah.
apologies.
That's funny.
Hey Scott, didn't you say had a time machine? That diet would be perfect for you. Such an annoying voice.
Well, you chose it.
I know, but it sounds like her.
Goes quiet.
It's
yeah,
not too
you
late to
chose-
change it, you know.
Alright, I could go very deep, but that'd be disturbing. Anyway, continue.
She's attractive, so put on an attractive voice. Okay, anyway. I do, but Coach gave it to me in the condition that I only use it to go back in time and win all the games we lost.
Oh,
I swear she sounds hyper to me.
I'm not going to jeopardize my deep relationship with Coach just to get hecka swollen history times. It's such a shame. Plus, the last time I used it, I ended up in a time that looked exactly like the present, and I never figured out how to get back.
It turns out that
What, you cut out?
Believe
Yeah,
in
exactly.
yourself. Hey, Otts, narrator.
Yeah, we can't hear him.
can you not
Oh,
hear
so
me?
No,
Oh, there
yeah,
we
We
go.
lose.
What?
you
What?
can before.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Right.
Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me? Holla if you hear me.
Hey.
Ah!
It turns out the time machine is just a cardboard box Coach painted believe in yourself on. Everyone knows time travel isn't real, or is it? In any case, you lose 2 charm and 1 boldness.
Wow, you actually
not
lose
sure.
stats in this.
Yeah.
Alright, you go, Raptor.
Oh, this actually
Uh,
isn't. It's another
Okay, so I
character.
can't go where you
Who's that?
went.
No.
It's just another person that sounds exactly like
Oh,
him.
so it really sucks for the last person.
Fun
that
fact, if you
multiplier.
hold your mouse
Yeah,
over
but
the paper, it tells you what each area gives you.
Ah.
Ah.
Was it?
Yeah, so say you want to gain charm, if you hold it over the paper, it tells you what each area gives you.
Oh, that's sick.
So if you want to like
Mhm.
spam loads of money, you go to the library because it always gives you money.
Oh, so don't worry, the order will
So
change.
what's my things that are low? My charm is low, boldness, money, okay.
You don't need to worry about getting them all up, but certain monsters have a higher chance to date you if you have a certain thing that they like.
Okay. Let's go outdoors.
That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy.
That's a very short rave.
You have no idea how it escalates so much, but at one point there are like 300 people.
Only bought
Wow.
8 beers.
Someone summons demons from a nightmare dimension. The consequence might distort the fabric of reality itself. But who cares? It's a rad party.
Only bought 8 beers.
You gain +2 fun.
Nice.
Damn, well that was fast. Didn't even have to do anything.
You spy Vera and Liam engaged in their favourite pastime, a variation of people watching called monster judging.
Okay.
So pathetic.
So I guess someone's
Oh,
got to do her
okay.
No,
voice.
no.
Okay, I can do the girl, I guess. Ugh.
You're going to do all
Do
the
you
girls.
see what
then.
she's wearing? Newsflash, lime green stripper boots do not go with chupacabra fur.
So mean.
She made a choice. I've already seen 6 people wearing the same Air Gorgon sneaker.
You sound like you want to kill yourself.
I do.
It's so good. That's such a good
Wow, wow.
Liam, I know you're not even trying, but you're doing really well.
It just is him.
Yeah, he's just seeing himself.
You've like that. I know you have. You've got a hat like that. You must have.
I actually don't
Not yet, but now he wants one.
have a
In
fedora.
fairness, when was the last time you saw a
that's
straw hat like
weird!
that? In fairness, when was the last time you saw a straw hat like that being sold in London? Okay.
True.
I don't know. We really are the lucky ones, Liam. Most people are just absolutely hideous.
Even their hideousness is mediocre. Most people are hideous, but I have yet to see one who is the most hideous. I wonder what such an abomination would even look like.
Hi, Liam.
Wow. This is just fun.
So who's picking the...
This is my
Mine.
Oh, I've got to read these out, haven't
Yeah.
I? True hideousness is on the inside. In your organs, a person with their organs on the outside would be the most hideous. Or a toned body, symmetrical face, nice features, because traditional beauty standards are hideously mainstream. Okay, I'll go with the first one.
Apparently not so creative.
Oh well.
make you fail the skill check.
Oh my god, my turn is next. I'm not excited about this.
You gonna read it out?
Okay, sure. But you do know what else organs are besides hideous? Expensive.
That's why you harvest them.
Not wrong.
A person with their organs on the outside would basically be a walking bank account.
The majority of a vampire's internal organs are decorative anyway, so I find this entire concept immensely uninteresting.
Yeah,
Huh?
he's you.
Uninteresting? When we're talking about a potential gold mine? My god, I'm really getting into this. Why, if we could engineer people who grew organs on the outside, they'd be like living, screaming money trees? And enormous profits are anything but hideous. You know what is hideous? People with no understanding of financial gain, like you.
Just give
You
up.
disgust me more than the annoying dick pics I receive daily. Scram before I delete you like I delete all of them.
Wow, okay. Wow. I got pretty ugly. You lose 2 smarts and 1 creativity.
Wow. That is a huge fail.
Ouch.
Let's do
I liked you more so.
Yeah,
Oh
she
boy,
really likes you
I'm
now,
sold
Mike.
a lot of things.
Wait, that was a win for me?
She likes you, yeah.
Vera likes you more, but you failed a skill check, so you.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god, the bathrooms sound like fun.
That day you skip class and just hang out in the bathroom.
It seems
because
like
you
something
respect
she'd do as
no
well.
authority.
I like how there's a little pyro thing on the side.
Someone left their phone number there.
Nice.
Do you want to
Call
call
me.
them?
I guess. Call it, yeah, do it. I guess some people just want to watch the world burn. By skipping class and hanging out in the bathrooms. You sick freak.
Yes, because that's where the water is.
Disgusting.
You give.
Actually, that doesn't
you
make sense
give
why she'd hang
zero
around there.
shits, but you gain 2 boldness. You notice Scott and Damien waving their phones in each other's faces and decide to take a look. As you get
No, my dick
closer,
pic's
you
bigger.
realise
No,
they're
my dick
discussing
pic's bigger.
Pokemon's Go, the mobile game based on the hit television show Pocket Humans.
Aww.
Awesome, metal.
Or am I being this dickhead then?
Yeah.
Yeah, you might as well. But you got to put in a different inflection since you're the narrator.
Exactly.
The narrator's just me, my normal
I know,
voice,
exactly.
bro.
So it means you have to put on an act for this one.
Shit, I sound like a right douche now. Okay, hang on.
Yeah, it's actually, yeah, sound like a douche.
Hang
Try
on.
Gotta
and sound like
an
Liam,
angry
but happy.
boy.
Like a push
Can you
button.
fuck off, please? Gotta sound like an angry dude, not a happy dude.
He doesn't look angry. He just looks like, you know, I'm so far up my own ass, I don't give a shit.
I lost the other horn to my ass.
Exactly.
Otts, you there?
How's it going, Otts?
Did he try so hard he broke his mic again? He sat there and just and then broke his mic. He tried to toughen up so much he punched his screen.
I
Yeah.
got interrupted.
Oh no, big boy over here got interrupted. Oh no.
I'm doing a dramatic reading, do you mind?
Have an episode called Otts Interrupted.
Oh,
Dramatic reading, do you mind? It happened. Anyway. You bet your ass I do. And check it out. His fiscal responsibility stat is 11. He's a fucking beast at doing his taxes.
I heard he's lactose intolerant though.
Haha, yeah, I feed him nothing but cheese pieces to fuck with him. He hates it. What dick?
That's not very nice. I'm super nice to my Leslie Dunbar.
I like the way
Fuck
me and
you.
I like the way me and Mike just sound like we want to die, whereas you two are actually trying.
Yeah, dude, I'm probably getting into it. I love this game. Fuck you.
The difference is
You've
I'm
got
on
Leslie
deck, which means I
Dunbar?
succeeded.
The queen of insurance liability management?
So is my character though, Mike.
Yeah, I had to trade 2 Mindy Babcocks and a Jared Fogle to get her, but it was so worth it.
That's nothing. You've got a Pokemon so rare, it will send them both into shock. You whip out your phone and show them your...
I just want to say it's a Pokemon, not a Pokemon.
Don't
They're
care,
right.
I'm the narrator.
Uncultured
Whatever
swine.
I say goes, it's my canon.
You
alright?
uncultured swine.
It's my canon, it's my law. I'm the narrator.
Sex murderer.
Oh my god.
It's gotta be the sex murderer.
No. Fine, let's go with the sex murderer.
No,
Oh,
Easy
nice,
succeed.
so bold.
Hey, you're gonna be the
I
first
didn't
person
even
to
know they
get
made
something.
Pokemans, Liam, dickhead, like this.
That's good.
What type is this? Criminal type? I'm not shouting. Why the fuck did nobody tell me this was in the game?
Whoa, Damien, car down. You're shaking your phone and it's upsetting Walker Jacobs.
Fuck Walter Jacobs, I'm getting myself a sketch. And he's gonna murder all my other Pokemons. Look at his damn face as he says it. Yo, I would offer to trade you my whole roster for that mean son of a bitch, but all my Pokemons are obviously lame as hell. And hell is pretty lame. Why do you think I'm up here all the time? Tell you what, I'll beat up the loser of your choice, free of charge, if you hook me up with that mighty bastard. Why not? You never know when a free beatdown might come in handy. You lose 1 Scabber and a car, but you gain 2 creativity and 1 boldness.
Nice.
Oh, you lost scabs.
All right.
Who cares?
Well, I
Hey,
don't know where to go. I'm a bit sport for choice here. Right, do I go auditorium?
Hey, you have 3
basketball
places
gym?
to pick from.
That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. Everything seems lost, but you deliver an inspirational speech that fuels your team spirits, leading to a spectacular comeback. You're clearly a natural-born leader. You gain +2 charm. After, you're counting and recounting your money, hoping to find an extra $1, when suddenly...
Hey, bro.
Mike.
Oh yeah. Hey Otts, look here, look what I have. Isn't it shiny?
Scott holds aloft a roll of duct tape, which you concede is, indeed, shiny.
Let's go kidnap some people.
Otts, this is your sexy voice.
Oh no.
That was his sexy voice?
I'm joking, but okay.
Listen, I'm not saying that we tied up Crazy Martin, the werebear janitor. I'm just saying, this tape is crazy strong.
It was that
And
a
if you
serial
wanted to
killer
wreak some
voice.
havoc on the school, Crazy Martin might be a little tied up. Hello?
Oh, fuck.
Okay, something new.
Thank the triple goddess. We've spent months tracking that.
Our thing? It's so cool, right? We have a thing, and it's our thing. It's the best thing. It's ours. My thing.
We must save the world.
You fools! That's the duct tape of retribution. It's the only adhesive that can hold Balthazar the Destroyer, whom we must detain in order to save the world.
Cry.
Cry, cry.
Oh well, saving the world is good. I just liked it because it's a cool shiny thing. I guess you can have it.
No, wait, Scott. They're probably just making that shit up because they want to take the cool thing from us. Balthazar the Destroyer? Obviously fake. Why have I never heard of him?
We had a 3-hour-long lecture on Balthazar the Destroyer in homeroom yesterday.
You're right, Damien. They must be lying. I think we would have remembered that. Did we even go to it?
You guys
Always the
expended
same
it,
with
Reese.
you.
You were at the sports practice and Damien was asleep at his desk. After we heard about the threat Balthazar posed, we took it upon ourselves to journey deep into the dungeons of Holisma to bring back the holy duct tape of retribution, only to discover it already gone.
Oh, the Dungeon of Holisma. That's where we were.
We took a wrong way and all turned to English curses and got totally lost. Somehow we were in some kind of maze? Anyway, we saw that sick tape before we might as well take it. And now it's fucking ours and you can't have it.
Try not to get killed soon.
Ugh, could you be any more oblivious? Hand over the tape, or we'll be forced to use force to take it by force.
Yikes. Looks like this situation is getting out of
Look at the way
control.
my guy's just
You'd
like,
better step in before someone or some duct tape gets hurt.
Whose
You
turn
gonna
is
read
it?
it out?
Yeah, it's me, innit?
Yeah.
Don't worry, Damien. You can keep the duct tape of retribution for your nefarious purpose. Coven, why don't you just use the scotch tape of, hey, cut that out instead? Or, Scott, you don't really care about the duct tape, right?
Scotch
You
tape.
just like having a cool shiny thing. But watch me use my sweet negotiation skills to get, wait for it, 2 cool shiny things. Oh, I do. I
Two
do
cool
want
shiny
cool
things.
I want 2 cool
Yeah.
shiny things.
Oh my. Seriously? We said we needed a magic artifact to save the world from the likes of Balthazar, and you're making us barter for it?
That was sad.
God, you guys really are pathetic.
The Coven leader, Joy, you're like 90% sure her name is, although they always kind of feel like one person to you. Rummages around in her pockets before withdrawing 2 shiny things.
Two shiny things.
Here are 2 shiny things. A broken glow stick from the last Dark Arts Con we attended, and this ceremonial dagger.
Ooh.
Damn, that is one nice looking dagger. I'm into it. What kind of fierce quest did you have to complete to get a hold of that baby?
Actually, I just bought it at Dark Arts and Crafts store.
You bought it? At a store?
Awesome, bro.
That's even more amazing. Like going to a store and everything. What are those things? Do you know how hard it is to go to a store and buy the thing you're supposed to without losing the money and eating the money, or thinking that you lost the money and finding out you ate the money again?
How have you not been expelled yet?
Look at me, I'm
We
buying
must save the day.
Do we have a trade or not?
Hooray!
shiny things. Yes.
The trade
I
is
thought,
swiftly
yay!
made. The trade is swiftly made, and the Coven leaves to go save the world or whatever. The important thing is that Scott and Damien are now in possession of
Two
shiny
shiny
things.
things.
Why? Hey!
And from the equally shiny smile Scott is flashing you, you're thinking you might be in possession of a prom date. Oh man.
A
You're getting
man.
2 boldness and 1 fun.
You're going with the man!
Mummy! You want some of this big wolf bud?
Oh, so this is Liam. Do you want to explain this?
Well, it just basically explains itself. Everyone chooses a food, say your choice out loud to the rest of the players before clicking. Hot dog.
What?
Pizza?
Oh, is this any food?
I don't know.
Any food.
Okay, ice cream?
Otts, what did you say?
Burger.
Player order is decided based on how plausible the chosen food would be as a vehicle for government mind control. Not debating.
Pizza, of course. I mean, it sells well.
Got a
Wait,
point.
so what?
Plus, there's pizza joints everywhere.
Yeah, pizza.
And the delivery. You can deliver. You can't deliver burgers.
That's you, right? Yeah.
What did
Alright.
everyone else say? What did you
Wait, so
say,
it
Mark?
was it. Okay, so the idea is we have to choose what order we think things are in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, burgers is definitely going to win that because like
No,
more
it's
people
not.
eat burgers than anything else.
Yeah, but they might eat them, but it's less accessibility to it.
Hello,
What did
if
everyone say?
everyone's
Pizza.
already
Pizza-
eating them, that
pizza will
means the
trump
mind
that.
control is already working. Duh. Like people believe the moon is real. Come on. It's obviously the burgers
The
doing
Earth's flat, obviously.
that.
I'd
You
say
Yeah,
believe
it's a
dunno.
the
picture in the sky.
I don't think hot dogs are as popular as burgers and pizza. That's just me.
No, burgers
Yeah.
first, pizza second, ice cream third, because fuck hot dogs.
Well, Liam's already picked Elena
Oh my gosh,
first, so I'm
sure.
second.
Yeah,
I
exactly,
guess.
Mike. You can't do that. You can't undo it.
Pizza is
Oh.
definitely first anyway.
So then
So I'm second,
burgers.
I was saying.
I'd say
Whoever
ice cream
chose burgers,
last.
Otts, yeah.
I don't know. Well, ice cream, and then again, you're not going to eat it all year
Yeah,
round,
but you'd
are you?
mainly
So...
eat it like in the summer, maybe.
Yeah.
And
It's not what's the best food. It's what's the best food as a mind control.
Yeah, but think
Yeah,
if,
but you
if
wouldn't
they're
consume
planning
it
it now,
time.
if they planned it and they released it in the winter, middle of December, who's going to sit there and go, you know what I really want? I want
Yeah,
a Ben and
no.
Jerry's.
Exactly,
I'm
ice
fucking
cream would be
freezing, but I'm
last.
going to have
It
to
doesn't
but
need to be a
vice
certain
versa,
fucking
in the
season to
summer,
have
ice
ice
cream
cream.
sells like hotcakes, literally.
What if the government tries to control people in winter?
I feel
Ah.
like it's the same thing. Hot dogs are really good for like barbecues, I guess.
And
Mike is
events.
probably like
Shit,
the only
that's
person who
good
eats hot
setup,
dogs.
but say- Oh mate, hot dogs are fucking amazing.
Reckon you two, like, just kiss and make up,
They're
please?
both basically the same, so whichever.
Just flip a
do
coin.
random. Do random.
Oh shit,
What
does
did
the
you do
whole
before?
thing.
Oh, for God's sake.
Oh, we're
Thanks,
Oh, for God's
random.
sake.
now.
I'm okay with this.
It's
Literally the
completely the
opposite.
opposite.
Mike, yes!
I thought
was
we would
Mike's
just
fault for saying
randomize the
thing
last two.
Yeah, same.
Right.
Sure.
Alright, well,
You got to choose where you want to sit. So the cat goes the shop, so you can buy items.
Oh. I have, where is it? I have 9 monies. Wait, I'm green, aren't I?
I
So
know,
I have
where do you
5
see
monies.
money?
I don't think you
Oh,
can
money
buy anything
five.
with five. I think you. Can you? I
Oh,
don't
that's
know.
your 5 money.
I don't even know where I'm going to sit. Who the
Well,
hell's that
pick
in the
one.
middle?
Don't know.
Oh,
There
what's
are
the
a
point of
lot
all
of
this? Is it
secret
just
endings.
conversation stuff, is it?
Well, if you
Yeah.
choose the side of someone, they like you more.
Liam and Polly aren't alone at their table. They're flanked by 2 beefy hobgoblins in school security uniforms. What? Do these 2 have bodyguards now?
Cook.
They aren't bodyguards; they're food guards.
Alright.
Principal Giant Spider found out we weren't eating during lunch, so he assigned guards to us because he thinks we have an eating disorder.
We do have an eating disorder. It's called being dead. Except it's not an eating disorder. It's an identity and a lifestyle.
Death side. Sorry, death style.
Whatever the point is, that they won't let us leave until we've eaten our food.
Which will be never.
I have a meeting of the Smug Superiority Club to conduct next period. I can't be late.
If you could just figure out a way around these food gods for us, I'd be super grateful. Like, in a sexy way.
Oh, hello.
Well, you can't
You
say no to
definitely
that.
can't say no to that.
Well, you can't say no to that. Time to enact your fiendishly clever plan.
Oh god, my creativity's 3. This is not going to go well.
What are you gonna go with?
You're just dumping all the
Oh,
food
no.
on someone else's plate.
If,
This is
if you're
not
trying to woo the
creative.
girl, you'd probably.
Either
go
way,
for-
you're an arsehole.
Yeah.
Which one's it going to be, Mike?
Well, it's
Girl or
obviously going
guy?
to be dumping all on Liam's plate.
For Liam.
With all the deafness and raw sexuality of Indiana Jones, you empty Polly's food onto Liam's plate and
If it
his
was-
lap.
If it was me IRL, I
Indiana
wouldn't
Jones
complain.
with the gun in the scene, yeah?
Ah, stop that! It's too much food. I can't even artfully arrange it into a decent food plate.
Meanwhile, I seem to have eaten 100% of the food on my plate. No problem. Nothing to see here.
Luckily for you and Polly, the hobgoblins are complete idiots with no object. Yeah, they instantly
Feminine.
believe Polly's lie.
You traitors! I thought we were in this together.
Bullshit.
You thought? That was your first mistake. I stay high all the time, so I never think.
You and Polly ditch the cafeteria, and then ditch school, and then do so many drugs you end up in a ditch. So responsible.
That's perfect. Sounds like a
Let's
perfect
go.
evening.
Right, how much? Okay, I have 9 money.
You're a
9
rich
monies.
man.
I'm going for a
I'll take
secret ending,
one
so I need to,
cocaine, please,
I
for
need-
me and Polly.
I'm going for a secret ending, so I need to buy something, but I think I need 11 for it, so I'm just gonna go say hi to this dude.
You're about to dig into a delicious bowl of beef jerky when you see the wolf pack across the table, panting at you.
Oh my.
Heavy pantsing, right?
noob?
Who's being this dude?
Alright, I'll do it.
Mike's
Yo,
only
dog,
got
can
one
we have
so
some of
far,
that
so-
beefy J you got there? We love meats and that have been jerked.
Excuse me.
Ew.
Come on,
It's
we'll
me.
totally trade anything from our lunch. You can have this dead ferret, or this half-tooth telephone, or...
While one of them is talking, the others just straight up eat your beef jerky. You hit their noses with a newspaper, but it's too late.
Whoops, I guess we gotta trade after all, huh? Which of our foods do you want, dog?
How about this plastic bottle labeled "Seriously, don't drink this; it's poison," or "Nothing, give me my beef jerky back now."
Your
Fuck it,
bold
I'll
Say
take
is
you
poison.
need boldness for the jerky bag.
Well,
Oh,
this
that
isn't
what
a
it
skill.
says?
Oh,
We
okay.
found it in a garbage bin with a skull and crossbones on it. Bones are good to eat, so we took it.
Usually, these are if you want to get with the person, but
But
when
if
it's
that's the only thing
Ah.
you want, I guess you can have it.
sometimes items you get can unlock secret endings as well.
You don't
You
give them the
literally
time to
snatched
change
a
their
chug.
minds.
Wow. You did.
You
my
reach
God.
across the table and snatch and chug. On the TV news that night, you learn that after drinking the elixir, you went on a bit of a rampage. Specifically, you declared the cafeteria a sovereign state and abolished all laws except for party forever.
Oh yeah.
Your government was soon overthrown by the National Guard, but you've been nominated for the Nobel Prize for partying. You gained 4 for.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
All right.
It's your boy. Right, You arrive at Scott and Miranda's table to find Scott happily chowing down, while Miranda stares horrified at her tray.
Oh yeah, it's me. What's wrong, Miranda?
Yuck!
Isn't it obvious? Right here, on my tray, fish sticks.
Are you gonna literally do every girl's voice, yeah?
It seems like.
Well, it's supposed to be a bit weird going, fish sticks. Yeah, fish stick Fridays. Isn't this great? Nom, nom, nom.
It is not great, Scott. The fish are my subjects. This is clearly the work of the air people.
Keep it up, I'll eat your
Say
face.
what?
Air people?
Yes. Do you not know of the air people? The merfolk. Sorry. The merfolk's most hated rivals. Don't you read the news?
Yeah, sure. I totally know how to read, watch news, things, broadcasts, CNN, right?
What?
Well, I must insist that you cease eating those fish sticks immediately. It is high treason.
I'll have your
Oh.
fish sticks then. Oh, but I've been looking forward to Fish Stick Friday since the last Fish Stick Friday. You sure I can't eat any? Not even one?
He's asking Miranda while holding a fish stick really close to his mouth, but you feel like you've got a better answer to settle this argument. You blurt out, "Haven't you heard, Scott? Fish sticks make you worse at sports. They contain ball-droppinol and murder-flavoring. Fish sticks contain absolutely no fish. It's all garden snails and food-grade plastic. Scott can eat as many as he wants."
Who are you going out with, the girl or the guy? Hmm?
Well, I normally go for Polly, but Mike's kind of fucked that for me. Fucking,
Oh, sorry, dude.
I'm gonna go
Cock
for the
block.
princess. Yeah, actual cock block. Unbelievable.
Oh no.
He says a bit more than I'll know, Mike.
Oh no, not a flavin. Full dropping all. Those are two of the worst ones. I already
Literally,
can't find my
obviously, you
balls.
can't read.
Do the air people want me to be like bad at sports?
Of course they do, Scott. Their people hate sports and sportsmen. It is one of the most loathsome things about them. Aside from their feathers and their socialism.
Oh then, I'm not going to eat any more fish sticks ever again. Fish stick Friday? More like fish stick... Fish stick?
Friday?
Yeah! Man, I gotta go tell the rest of the Wolfpack about this. Fish stick Friday.
He's a genius.
Scott runs off to spread the anti-air people propaganda, and Miranda gives you a most regal smile.
Anti-air.
Let's do this!
You find Damien and Vera contemplating a huge slab of unidentifiable prime meat.
Keep forgetting the enter bar. All right, Damien. I know we had our share of disagreements during this convoluted poaching expedition.
Like when you told me not to bring all my knives?
But I trust we can now put our differences behind us and enjoy the fruits of our labors.
You mean the meats of our labors?
Yes, together we will enjoy this raw, bloody cut of meat as a symbol of our...
Wait, raw and bloody? You mean you're not even gonna try using fire on it?
Of course I used fire. I specifically instructed the chef to prepare this meat while glancing briefly at its stove.
Did the fire ever, you know, touch the meat?
What? Sorry! What would be the point of that? A cut the spine can only be eaten ultra rare.
Sounded genuinely offended.
Like hell it can. You wait here while I get my culinary flamethrower.
Damien, please. Let's be reasonable about this.
What is reasonable?
If we can't come to an agreement, let's appeal to an arbitrary third party. Amira will surely make the intelligent choice for us. Isn't that right? My word, the steak is too cooked already. Rub some ice on it and douse it in blood quick. Ew. The only correct way to enjoy a steak is after its charred remains have been retrieved from a burning building. I do like Damien because he's got the fire stuff going, so...
That's what I like to hear. That and the sounds of screaming people fleeing a burning building. Yes!
But roasting totally destroys the flavor of...
Done talking, fire time now! As you flee screaming from the burning building, you find Damien right beside you. He takes your hand and smiles. How
Aw.
cute.
Fucking burned down the cafeteria.
Again.
It
Hey.
almost makes the third degree burns and massive property damage worth it. Almost.
Trade
places.
Right, do the challenge, these are funny. Everybody choose an occupation. IT support.
Ah,
Doctor.
fuck you.
I was gonna say Indian tech support, but I guess that's the same thing, so I can't really.
Tech support.
Fucking taxi
Doctor.
driver.
Engineer.
Mario and Luigi were plumbers. Player order is decided based on how funny an off-brand version of these two heroes called Hans and Rudolph would be, who aside from saving a kingdom are also...
So what did we say? It was tech support, engineer, what are the other two?
two
Taxi
taxi support
driver.
people saving a king. Two
Oh my
taxi the castle. Let's go. Drive to the castle.
Yeah,
Yeah,
taxi
I'm
drivers.
probably last at this point because Doctor sounds very, legit and not funny.
The main
Wait,
villain's not
who
angry,
we
he's just
going
got a
for?
toothache.
So wait, what did Liam say?
Taxi driver.
Right, taxi driver wins first then.
Yeah, then IT, I think.
Yeah, then IT. And then, well, the other two is
What
me
did you
and
say,
her.
Mike?
I said engineer, she said doctor, so
Yeah, it's
both pretty
equal.
boring. Engineer could be anything from plumbing all the way up to electrical,
Well,
so
Definitely can't click random.
yeah.
Yeah.
don't.
Uh-huh.
Okay, just go with whatever then.
Don't click
Wait.
random.
Tried not to, but it's only letting me hover it. There we go. Probably should have.
Damn
Wait.
it, I'm fourth again.
Oh shit.
Last,
Yeah, I
you
probably
should have
done
made
it.
Elena go third, mate.
I just clicked the
Let's
first
go.
one. I'm sorry.
Oh, so
We'll
this
go make
decides
some
the order
money.
the next day, does it?
Yes.
Yeah.
That day, you spend some time on the library's PCs, mining some bitcoins.
You're just trying to get all
With
the
an
money.
axe?
This is supposed to have something to do with solving algorithms and the rise of cryptocurrency. But you guess that nobody actually has any fucking idea how it really works. Anyway, you gain +2 bitcoins, which is equal to +2 million dollars, probably, I don't know. Which unfortunately is equal to 2 monster dollars, so +2 money.
Wow, you're rich.
It's worth $2 million, but what are you going to do with $1.5 million? I mean, 6 cents is a lot of money. Oh, it crashed.
You look up to see Scott approaching Vera. He looks confused for a change. That isn't unusual for Scott, but you decide to eavesdrop anyway.
Hey,
Mike?
Vera, you're mean, right?
Oh, you noticed?
And you're a girl, right?
Oh, you noticed?
Well, I was watching this high school movie the other day, and there were these mean girls, and the mean girls were
Mean?
cheerleaders. Now, I know you're not interested in being a cheerleader, but maybe you could do something to help the football team. I mean, according to the movie, high school athletes and high school mean girls are natural allies, right?
As much as I hate to admit it, you do have a point. I suppose you have some idea of what I should do.
Well, I don't really do ideas, but I'm sure Blue here has a great idea. Tell her.
They both look at you. Well, what's your idea, smartass?
Cheerleaders, we need fear leaders instead of pumping our team up and make the other team feel like shit. Maybe just stop having
Throw
our
back the
Please.
so smart.
So
oh, I'm
smart.
sorry. Are the assassinations not helping the team? I thought I was weeding out the weak and unattractive members of the herd. I'm afraid I don't know much about sports.
No, Vera, that totally makes sense. It's just that sometimes ugly people are still really good at sports.
Oh, I see. From now, I'll consult you before having any team members mysteriously executed.
Touchdown!
I see, no problems with this.
You do, but you decide it's better to stay out of it. You gain 2 charm and 1 smarts.
You got
Got
smarts.
smart from that?
It's my turn.
Singular
He was
smart.
a genius.
I don't want to go to the store. I'll go gym again. Okay, never mind. That day, you listened to your elders and learned valuable lessons.
What, did you click the wrong one?
Sometime- I was going to go gym, but I pressed push to talk, so it was like, you know what, you're going to go to the
Oh, rip.
Okay. Sometimes, after all the monster nonsense and the dating gimmicks, you forget that attending class is supposed to be the primary activity at this high school. You gain 2 smarts, well done. Out of the corner of your eye, you spot Scott and Miranda staring intently at a picture of a seahorse.
This looks like a killer seahorse, Mary. What are you so worried about?
Well, you see, one of my daddy's subjects gave me this horse as a gift. And well, you've heard what they say, haven't you? Don't look a gift horse in the mouth.
What? Who are they? Why do they say that? What's in there?
I don't know. This is why I'm so distraught. I'm terrified that I will accidentally look into this gift horse's mouth and see.
See what? A gross butt. Another tinier horse? A world without sports?
I mean, he makes a good
Yuck.
point.
I don't know, and I don't want to find out.
Aw, come on, Mary. You gotta find out. You gotta find out for, what's that thing Mrs. Ferretu is always talking about?
Science?
Yeah, for science! You gotta, right?
You realise Scott's looking to you for your opinion. They both are. What do you think Miranda should do? Don't you ever look that gift horse in the mouth? In fact, breed it with a sea urchins to produce gift horses with tiny mouths! Look that gift horse right in its damn mouth. They only say not to because they don't want you finding out the delicious mouth candy. Ooh.
Oh my god.
I feel like the top one is probably smart. The bottom one's probably fun. Or creativity.
Or losing points.
Yeah, but it's literally a with these things, it's like it's a
Oh, it's
skill
just a
check,
gaining.
so it's just
Fair enough.
yeah. You're meant to choose the one.
That's
Miranda
smart.
is
Whichever
clearly
have
pleased by
more.
your suggestion. When you run into her the next day, all her previous anxiety seems to have gone.
My knight in shiny armor.
I took your marvelous suggestion to the logical next level. I had my father's genetic wizard combine my gift horse with a sea urchin. Whatever horrible thing was lurking between those horse lips, they're now too tiny for me to see it. The horse is a little bit spiny now, but I think that just adds to his charm.
Da, 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 da,
It's so
da,
cute. I can't tell he loves it because of the deeply pained expression in his tiny, watery eyes.
Fucking hell.
That worked so well. You wonder why you don't solve all your problems with.
Genetic manipulation.
I think
Yeah,
you just
that's
cut
what I
off
said,
again.
Genetic manipulation.
Yeah, you
is what
cut
I
off
said.
again.
Yeah, you went. You sold
Anyway,
your
I
bodies
gained
with-
creativity and smarts. It's all right.
You kinda smart.
Sure.
Be a singular smart.
I'm smart. I'm a smart boy.
Auditorium. Oh, that's the shop now, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's the cat girl.
What does the shop sell?
Quest items.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
there's items that increase your stats, which I think cost 5 each. Some of them cost like 7. But there's other stuff that do secret endings.
Dodgeball.
That day, an epic dodgeball game took place, and Mike clicked it too fast, so I couldn't finish
Sorry.
it. Anyway,
Okay.
at one point, you're about to be eliminated by a player from the other team. But suddenly, you convince him not to throw the ball at you with a heartfelt speech about the importance of everyone's lives.
Really?
The player
Wow.
bursts into tears, and you take advantage of that moment of weakness, throwing a ball at him.
Jesus Christ. You monster.
You lose 5 mercy, a stat that might be useful in Monster Prom sequel, but isn't now, and you gain 2 charm.
Oh shit, Monster Prom sequel confirmed.
Monster Prom 2. That night, you hit the clubs with Vera and Polly. Thank
Oh my
Satan
God.
for fake ID.
Hey.
It's Polly time.
Put those wallets away, you two. Drinks are on me. By which I mean drinks are on that guy. No need, Polly. I'm into this crazy new thing called paying for my own drinks. Maybe you've heard of it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. Is that French for my boobs aren't big enough to get free drinks?
I feel like you're having a conversation with yourself.
Oh no! Feminism is dead. That sounds like a reason to drink. BRB.
But soon,
Whoa.
It didn't work?
Just give up.
What was that you said? It sounded like Portuguese for my shameless pandering didn't get us any free drinks. Gah.
this is quickly getting out of control. Maybe if we found a way to make that guy pay for your drinks, you can fix this.
It's party time! Sedate the guy when he's in the bathroom, put a pair of sunglasses on him and pretend he's your pal. It's crime time! Steal that guy's wallet to learn his address, then go to his house, kidnap his daughter, and demand drinks
Wow.
when he was ransom.
Jesus
Wow.
Christ.
Not just take money from his wallet. Jesus Christ.
Dark.
You know, alright, Liam Neeson, I know
Well, the
where
top
you are.
one's obviously fun. I'm guessing the bottom one's creativity.
Also, this is a school. Wouldn't that be a teacher?
Huh,
Who else
Not a
has
bad
kids in
idea.
this?
Oh no, we actually said they went to the club afterwards, didn't they? So yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, party time.
No one is curious why you just happen to have sedators on you at all times. The plan goes off without a hitch. You spend the whole week with your new friend, Sedated Sam.
Hey,
Whole
sedated
week,
Sam.
Jesus.
Wow. Sedated Sam is the coolest dude in the universe. He's such a good listener.
That has been quite pleasing.
I especially like how he insists on paying for everything with his credit card. What a gentleman.
It's the best week of your lives, but sadly it has to end. The 3 of you bid Sedated Sam a tearful goodbye.
I put him back in the bathroom where I got
Goodbye,
him.
Sam. I'll always remember the times we spent together, even if you won't. It seems that David Sam truly slept his way to the top of our hearts.
You all promise to do this again next year. Sam might not remember much of this when he wakes up, but you're sure he'll love the matching tattoo you all got. You gain +2 boldness and 1 + fun.
Wow, I actually got something this time.
Let's do this!
Oh god, it's my turn. Let's go to the auditorium.
That day while rehearsing for the class play, it's as though the muses themselves have descended to give you figurative oral sex.
Oh my.
Your performance is intense and inspiring. It will be remembered for generations, which is pretty rad by high school play standards. You gain 2 creativity. You're chilling out, not murdering anybody, when Damien sinks up to you.
Not murdering anybody.
He's holding
What's
a
wrong with
large
you?
sack with the word, definitely not a corpse written on it.
Hey, noob.
Hey, you're not gonna believe this, but there's definitely actually a corpse in this bag. You never would have guessed. Now here's the thing, I'm not saying I'm exactly responsible for making this corpse. At least not without my lawyer present. But let's just say he and I apparently had very different definitions of rock, paper, scissors. Anyway, I'm not interested in going back to jail, so I need you to help me hide this body real quick. It would be an extremely attractive thing to do.
Bullshit.
What?
Luckily, hiding dead bodies
my
is kind
God!
of
Who
a
says
thing.
that? Seriously?
You share your brilliant solution.
Disguise him as a drinking fountain. No one will know what the difference. No. Wow. Just chuck him in my garage. He'll blend perfectly in with my collection of vintage dead bodies. Yes.
You throw the corpse in the back of Damien's dread chariot and hoof it over to your garage. Holy hell, are all these yours? Some of these are total classics. Elvis Presley and
Wow.
Mary Earhart. Fuck, you've got 3 popes here.
Oh god.
I spent all this time trying to be a great murderer,
Fucking metal!
when the greatest murderer of all was right next to me the entire time.
Blushing.
Damien
Oh,
lovingly lays his mangled corpse next to your pristine collector's items, a look of awe on his face. Joke's on him, you're actually just a really accomplished grave robber. You're getting 2 smarts and 1 chop.
Yes.
That weekend, something happened to
Oh, no.
Zed.
Oh no.
Sure.
You're hanging out with some of your absolute best buds,
Including myself.
or at least people who seem to tolerate you, for now. Not wrong. Miranda...
Got out
Hey!
again.
Yeah, his audio went.
Oh.
Otts, fix
Miranda,
audio.
Vera, Scott,
There you
Blue, and Otts.
Hey.
Even out.
Suddenly, an interdimensional rift opens. Oh no.
Oh no,
God,
is
fucking
everyone going
run.
to come out with goatees?
Good god, this had better not be.
Oh,
Fuck is
Who's gonna Liam be the people?
Come on, Liam.
Why? Why?
Liam,
I've
come
got
on.
to do every
Wow.
fucking douchebag.
Come on, Liam.
What the fuck is this
Come
guy?
on, you know you want it. Come on.
I haven't heard from you in a while, so
Liam,
come
come
on.
on. Come on, Liam. You know you want it.
Oh,
Every
dear.
douchebag. Fear not, my loves, for it is I, the oh my god, interdimensional
Prince
prince here to
douchebag.
save you.
Wow.
Prince
This
douchebag.
guy though. Can you imagine who had to draw
Fabulous.
this artwork?
Beautiful.
my
Beautiful
God.
creature.
10 out of 10 for
I'm laughing
design.
so hard, I'm crying.
He's a beautiful creature.
Oh, he is a little blue though. Oh, hi again, buddy.
Not him. He's always some damn delusional.
Don't you mean dimensional?
Oh my.
I certainly like my suitors
I'm trying to
court
be
me
this
with
wolf
great
guy.
passion. Of course, but ideally I prefer it done without attempting to kidnap me, which I have a feeling he's about to do.
Kidnap you? No, my sweet strawberry something. I am here to
Darkiri.
save you.
Daikiri.
Alright, that thing.
Save us from what, you lunatic?
Why, your humdrum existence in this useless place of learning where no learning is done. From your repetitive adventures, mundane love-related tasks, I'm here to take you somewhere entirely new, full of unlimited choices. Soldiers, do your rescue.
From out of the interdimensional rift pours an army of soldiers who surround even Miranda, Vera, and Scott. For their own protection? Looks like you're going to need to re-rescue them from their unwanted rescue. Fighting this many soldiers could be tricky, but luckily you're an expert at the most powerful soldier fighting technique of all.
What's
Wait,
that?
why
Was
am I
zombie
not
dying?
here?
The dirty double dragon dance. Less luckily, your partner Pablo was killed after using the dance to save you from a three-headed cougar during Double Dragon 2. Pablo and Zed
Oh
are,
my god.
and you can't perform it alone. If you could, it wouldn't be called the Double Dragon Dance. Time to grab one of your other friends to perform this bold and daring dance with you, but which one will be up to the challenge?
Right.
Is this going to be a
No.
quick time event or something?
No. It's
No.
just
Oh,
choice
okay.
again. I've never got this one before, so I don't know what's gonna
in
happen.
that moment, you realise a shocking truth. Pablo survived the cougar attack, but was badly disfigured. He went through many rounds of plastic surgery and is now known as Blue. He turned into a she. Otts is so incredible at the dirty double dragon dance that monsters have monstrous talent with it, and his partner also seemingly died in a freak cougar accident. So you're perfect for each other. Oh, they're both really good options.
I just
I'd go with odds.
see. The thing is, usually with this, you can fuck over the person and help the other person. That's what, like,
Well, I
no.
think because if I go to the right hand, it tells me to use my memory on the stats. So I'm guessing it has to be someone that's really, like, I don't know, creative or something. I don't know.
Shall see.
Oh, absolutely. Odds is creative.
I'm gonna go with Otts since he already won a monsters to have monstrous
Yeah.
talent.
He's got experience.
The soldiers glare menacingly, surrounding your other three friends more closely.
It didn't work, did it?
You and Otts link hands and begin the dirty double dragon dance.
Take
It
my
did because it said
hand.
so bold. He needed
You
boldness.
do the worm, you two throw axles, you twerk and you twirl.
Oh my god.
Before too long, all the soldiers have been killed by dance!
You fucking
By
killed the
twerking.
soldiers by twerking. How dare you defeat all of my soldiers with that incredible dance? Come to think of it, maybe I'll marry Zed or Otts.
Oh hell no!
Yay!
They're both very talented and attractive. I wish you luck in getting through this repetitive game of life.
Haha, because it's a VN.
Oh, huzzah! Saved at last. That was a close one.
Ah, he's gone already. I miss him. He's so strong. I bet he could have been great on the sports team.
Seriously, Scott? He's such a creep.
He is really. But he was trying to rescue us, no?
I know, buddy. Come on. Let's all go celebrate our freedom from freedom. Yes, thank you ever so much for saving us from being saved. Zed and Otts.
Yeah, don't worry, I'm just sitting over it.
That dance was the awesomest. You'll have to teach it to me sometime.
Then you all hear some kind of voice coming from nowhere, and the voice says, Double Dragon 3, Zed and Otts get double dates in theatres next March.
Dun, 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 dun.
Wow,
Oh, no, it needs the Inception
that
noise.
was like a movie trailer thing. Are we really characters in a movie? Does that mean I'm the way underpaid female lead? Huzzah!
A narrator voiceover? That's flaccid. Sloppy writing. What's this? A Charlie Kaufman movie? I'm out. Oh, and you both gain free boldness.
Hey.
Let's trade places! Everybody chooses something cool. Say your choice out loud to the rest of the players before clicking.
Something cool.
Cat.
I sway!
Racing, I suppose. Liam?
I don't know. I'm trying to think of something.
Liam's
Yeah,
not
something
cool. He's
cool.
not
Think
involved
of
in this.
everything you.
I was gonna say no. I was gonna say me, but then you'd all go like, no. You can't be-
Otts number 4.
Fuck it, pandas. Pandas are cool.
No?
Does everyone pick something?
Yeah, cats.
Nice. Player order is decided based on how crazy it would be if 100 years from now the selected thing became the new world's currency.
Oh my god, cats is a currency.
Cats is a
Pandas would be
currency.
extinct.
Yeah. That's why
Ice
it's
would
wouldn't
be-
be good.
Ice would be a weird currency because we'd all need to need like portable fridges and stuff.
Freezers.
Freezers.
Pandas
whatever.
would probably be the craziest, I would say, because they're like almost extinct. So
Oh, but they would be probably in 100 years.
Yeah.
Crypto panda currency.
that there would be no currency. That'd be
Crypto
pretty
panda
crazy if
currency.
that was the currency.
Well, mine
Well, it
was
was Brad's
racing, so
one.
you maybe just have to gamble for it, I suppose. Every single transaction you have
That's
to gamble.
actually pretty good. Yeah, the gambling, like racing for it, sounds like fun.
Okay, racing or cats is what I vote for.
I think
I vote for panda or cats.
racing. Because imagine, I want a pack of cigarettes. Right, you got to beat me in a 3-lap race.
That would actually be really fun.
What? I want vodka. Right, that's 5 laps.
Underground fight clubs with cats. For cats.
If you want to buy a cat, you have to race for it. Or if you want to buy a cat, you have to trade a cat for it. What do you think?
Trade a cat for a cat. Hey,
I want
depends
to
on
buy
the
a
breed.
cat. Here's a
It
cat.
also depends on breeds.
Yeah, I
See,
trade
so
you
you
3
can
black
have like
cats for 1
a
Persian.
$5 Persian, a $10, I don't know. What other types are there?
Give them like 2 usual cats for a naked cat.
Oh, that's the Sphinx. The Sphinx is probably really expensive
Oh,
because
God.
they actually are.
Okay, so should we do races, then cats, then what was the next one? Ice and pandas.
Alright.
Oh, I see how it is.
Yeah. Hey.
Yay, I'm not number 4.
Week 2, morning.
Sure.
Right, I have to pick something. I still only have 5 monies. Oh wait, it's the library where you earn money, isn't it?
Yep.
I might as well earn some money.
That day, you spent some time on the library's PCs, sending malicious spam mails in the hopes of stealing other people's money.
So you're the Arabian prince.
It doesn't sound very nice, but who's really the one to blame if they respond to such a blatant scam?
I'm a Nigerian prince. How dare you?
You lose 10 karma, which isn't a stat in this game, so who really cares? And you gain 2 money.
We 2 dosh.
Hey, Boo.
Hey,
Hey,
no.
Zed, darling.
She called me boo.
It's me, lovely fan favorite Polly.
Well, I'm guessing she is the fan favorite.
She
Yeah.
is.
You know, I wasn't always a ghost. Yeah, this is about to get real. Hear me out. I used to be alive, but I died with unfinished business.
Something to do with the party, because you party all the time.
Probably cocaine or something.
Now I gotta live forever like this until I finish it.
Well, Lima, I did ask you earlier if I can buy 1 cold cocaine.
You actually can buy cocaine on this game, I think.
Wow.
You can.
And you might ask, what's your unfinished business? Fan favorite lovely Polly?
She even calls herself fan favorite.
I guess I can tell you. I never did a reverse Romanian Wilkinson.
Is that a
What's
sex
that?
position?
Probably
I don't
not.
know, probably.
Sounds like one.
You know.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Really. Don't get me wrong. I love being immortal and walking through walls and shit. But my soul will never truly rest until I do freaky sex move.
Oh, well.
She's so sad. You
This
should
isn't
help
that
her,
type of
Michael.
game, I'm afraid.
Oh well.
I've done that loads of times. Just name a time and place, and I reverse all over your Romanian Wilkinson. Throw a smoke bomb and escape while leaving a replica of yourself. That should buy you some time to figure out what reverse Romanian Wilkinson is.
Oh my god.
I would say
Obviously, they've done it.
Yeah. Yes!
Those eyes
charm is
sparkling.
5. Your charm is 5 and it got so charmed.
Finally, someone as well versed in freaky sex as I am. At last, I can be free of my eternal ghostly prison or whatever. But mostly freaky sex. Alright, it's on. Prom night, okay?
Is that it? Did I just win the game?
Easy.
You bring the supplies, I'll bring all my expertise.
Boom.
And hey, purge the zucchini, Admiral.
Oof.
You know what I'm talking about. See you soon.
I can see why
totally
she's a
phased
fan
out.
favorite. She's fades, so I can totally see through why she's a fan favorite.
Oh yeah, as if you're reading this, we can't hear you.
Yeah, she is the fan favourite. Fucking hell. Oh boy, you might have just gotten yourself tickets to the wildest night of your life. But what the fuck is a reverse Romanian Wilkinson, and what are the supplies? For now, you at least gain free fun.
Let's do this!
Let's spend the rest of this game looking it up.
That day during
Buddy.
recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. Everything is fine until Juan, the small magical Latino cat, asks you what you think you're doing. Damn, you didn't remember you suck at dancing.
Oh boy.
But you decide to go all in and pretend it's a new dance move, apparently called the Groovy Musaka. Juan looks at you and... he asks you to teach him the Groovy Musaka. In no time, half the party is following your steps, enjoying the Groovy Musaka all together. It's a party to remember. You gain 2 fun and a cool story to tell your grandkids someday.
It would probably be funny if that's how most dance crazes take off.
Probably do. The moment that ends, the sound of masculine energy, if it had a sound, fills the air.
Don't you mean masculine
It's
stench?
Damien LaVey, bitches!
Collab me 4-legged fuckwards.
Oh yeah, I'm this guy, ain't I? Look,
Yep.
bro, just stop hanging with our cousin Scott and we won't be beating you up, okay? So cool, dude.
Why is Mike all the dogs, can I just ask?
I don't know, no one
don't
else
know.
wanted to do it.
No,
Also,
it's all
Wolf.
cool, all cool. I'm gonna hang out with that dumb mutt whenever I feel like it. Kinda because I like him, mostly because you can't control me.
Scott's a wolf. He belongs with the wolf pack. What do you have that we don't, Wolf? Muscles? We got those. Sharp teeth? We got those, Wolf.
Independent thought, maybe?
That's it, Fireboy. We're sending you straight to hell, Wolf.
I mean, fine. Bring
Casual
it.
wolf off.
You're just sending him home.
Oh, Damien's not exactly helpless, but this is 4 against 1. Get in there and help a demon out.
Guys, what are you talking about? Damien is a werewolf. Raw battle. Oh my god. I don't know which one he'd be good at though.
Ultimate rap battles.
I think rap battle will be fun, but fun's probably like one of your least.
Let's go with the
upgraded
werewolf,
stats.
I guess.
What's that then? Boldness? What's
Oh,
that?
that's charm. Yeah, I should.
Oh, Damien, a werewolf? I don't think so, dude.
Dang.
Wolf. If you're a werewolf, then show us your
Shit.
werewolf shirt. What?
What? One of the Wolfpack members reveal a t-shirt that says werewolf for life, yo.
Oh my god.
See, it says clearly he's a werewolf, and he will be a werewolf all his life. We see no werewolf shirt, bro. We can see through your cheap tricks, Wolf.
You pack of idiots understand that having a t-shirt that says that doesn't really mean you're a werewolf, right? I could own a t-shirt like that easily.
Yet you don't own one, right?
Shit, he makes a valid point.
That's what we thought, Wolf.
But you don't have a t-shirt like that either.
What a new mistake. Check this.
He points out a fellow werewolf wearing a t-shirt that says, I'm with werewolf, and has
Oh
a
my
married
god.
Yeah, man, he got you there.
See? Oh, you two, pretending to be a werewolf is definitely not cool. We're gonna have to teach you a lesson, Wolf.
And by teach you a lesson, we mean beat you up big time. And they do so. Damien is
Aw.
clearly not pleased with your
damn.
help. You lose 2 boldness and 1 smarts.
Oh dear.
All right.
Those brain cells that got
it's
killed.
me, boy.
It's your boy Otts. I still don't know what you're supposed to be. You're like a Diglett
Shadow
guy.
boy.
Oh, Shadow. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Shadow lad.
That day, you visit the bathrooms to take a number 2.
Oh my god.
How
Standard.
descriptive.
Don't worry, there won't be an illustration of that specific moment.
Good.
Thing is, you make one of the
Hey,
boldest
there's the
decisions
same
in your
call me
life.
number. I think they went into
Ooh.
the both toilets.
Unisex
You don't
toilets.
put paper on the toilet seat before using it.
Oh, fucking.
Look
Jesus
at
Christ.
you crazy bastard. You gain 2 bonus and probably 1 staphylococcus with a slight chance of 1 STD.
Wow.
You catch Miranda monologuing about her problems to no one. She often does this. It's like she's accustomed to having a royal scribe following her everywhere she goes.
Oh, whatever shall I do about my army? We haven't had a proper war in months, and the soldiers are becoming ever so anxious. I've tried sending the servants to give them tummy rubs and even putting extra leaves and sticks in their cages, but they just kill the servants with sticks. I never thought that managing the entire branch of the military would be so challenging. How can I possibly keep my soldiers entertained?
Divide them in half and make them fight a practice war, or 1,000
Pinatas!
Oh, that's probably your fun start.
Oh yes, a healthy life first. Scrimmage?
What the fuck that is?
I should have no trouble organizing such a thing. My lieutenants inform me that the soldiers bloody hate each other. Sorry, I forgot the bloody. And as an extra bonus, anyone who dies during a practice war will be guaranteed not to die in the real war.
Holy shit, what?
She's got a good point.
Great logic.
That's very
She's
good.
got a good point though, guys, if we're being honest.
Really good point.
That out to reduce war casualties significantly.
I mean, she's not wrong.
Yeah, she's definitely not wrong.
It is as father always says, any problem can be solved by dividing people into groups and making them kill each other.
He's also not wrong on
She's
that.
got a smart dad.
I never understood it until now, but these are such wise words.
Miranda skips off to organise her little bloodbath. You gain 2 boldness and 1 smarts.
Nice.
Let's go.
Right. I need to go
What's
here and
up?
buy some. I think it's this.
Where's the shop
No
again?
refunds.
It's a different place every time.
So what's that you just bought?
Let's trade
bought
places.
It's a mask, or it's like an ornament or something.
And it's apparently going to get you a secret ending. Does it like steal someone at the end or something?
Oh, you'll see.
Oh dear. Alright,
Everybody
celebrities.
chooses a
Say your
celebrity.
choice out loud to the rest
Miley
of the class.
Cyrus.
Charlie Sheen.
Ooh.
I don't know why.
Oh my god. Oh, Michael and Otts.
I'm
Adam
thinking
Sandler.
Keemstar.
Oh, they're all good ones. How likely it is that the selected celebrity is secretly related to Elena? Holy shit. Okay.
None of them.
I'm last.
Said secretly.
Okay.
What did we do again?
Well, I was Miley Cyrus, someone was Charlie Sheen, then you were Adam Sandler, and Otts was someone I don't know.
Are any of them...
They're all pretty good. We could just hit random on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do random boy.
Yee!
Oh, damn it.
Yeah!
Let's do this!
No sooner have you sat down at Damien and Miranda's table than a haunting melody fills the air. It is a melody of cold northern peaks, of cloying sweetness, of a supple bovine teat, the song of...
The ice cream wizard.
He's here! I'm gonna eat so much ice cream then puke on someone I don't like!
Oh goodness, the ice cream wizard only comes but once per solstice, during the hour of the ascendant pancake.
You see an old dude in a floppy blue hat pushing a refrigerated cart with "This shit magic" painted on the side. Ugh, so many good options to choose. Should I get a magma bar, brain destroyer, chocolate broomstick?
Oh, chocolate
What about
broomstick
fear of
sounds
death,
nice.
a frozen cobra, berserker berry blitz?
The wizard's frozen treats invariably turn me into a frog for some reason. Perhaps I simply have not tried the right one yet. But which to try? If only someone would suggest a solution to what is truly the most difficult problem I have ever faced. Try those sugar-basted prince lips and beat him up and take all his ice cream. Wow.
Wow.
Let's go with the lips. But of course, I always have to find a prince to kiss me out of being a frog. Wanted to cut out the middleman.
Prince lips? Gross. I've already got a pair of those attached to my face.
What? Where?
Here, where my mouth is.
Wait, Damien, you're a prince? But you hide it so well.
Gee, thanks. But Miranda's not paying attention. She's already traded the ice cream wizard several gold ingots for a pair of sugar-blasted prince lips.
Oh my, I can taste the enchantment already.
Miranda finishes the prince lips in 3 graphic smooches. Afterwards, her lips are pretty cold, and she invites you to help warm them up.
Oh.
Oh my.
All right.
Well, I'm fucked here.
Okay. You can go to the shop and get something to increase your stat.
I don't want to go shop though, I don't need to.
Yeah, but if you need certain stats for a certain person that you're going for.
Talk to this dickhead. You puff yourself up, hoping to look as big and tough and sporty as possible as you take your seat next to the wolf pack.
Hey, you! You know what it means that you took a seat at the wolf's pack table? Woof.
And while you guys
Well-
do this, I'll be right back.
Well, it probably means that you don't care that much about defining which love interest you're pursuing, and or that table was already taken.
It means you're now one of us. Woof.
But you're automatically a werewolf.
One of us. One of us. Don't get us wrong. The second lunch is over, we 100% go back to hating you because you're weak and not at our level, bar. Woof. But for now, you might as well enjoy living your best werewolf life to the max. Woof. Sometimes we like to stick it with just classic, blankety hating all over other monsters, but other days we like to be aggressively inclusive. And you caught us on an aggressively inclusive day, yeah, boy! Woof.
My love is your boy.
So, what classic werewolf activity would you like to do in these brief, glorious moments in which you get to be a part of the TEAME?
Correcting their spelling of team probably isn't a classic werewolf activity. Better go with something more like howling at the moon or practicing Aikbana, the ancient Japanese art of floral arrangements. Just super wolfy.
Really, but that's not hard to choose, is it? You want to pick the other one just to see what happens, don't you?
I want to pick this one.
Yeah.
For it, then.
Cool then.
I'm just looking at my stats there.
Oh
Said
yeah,
you
it
couldn't
minuses
lose
your
any.
stats, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
with the lunch, it's not stat related. It's
See, they do
I-
it.
Hell
picked
yeah,
the
it's
bottom
like
one.
you're in our minds already, bro!
fuck.
Thank you for seeing that being part of the Wolfpack is more than just playing sports, hitting the gym, and being total doucheballs, Wolf. Don't get us wrong, those are still 3 super central pillars of the Wolfpack life. We're just also super into Akabana.
You and the wolf pack slam dunk the rest of your respective lunches into the trash can, head outside to do some serious fucking flower picking and
Oh my
subsequent
God.
arrangements.
Yeah, boy. Bro, look at this arrangement mixing and Arizona with a dive is so dope. woof. Whoa, dude, daisies and daffodils, extreme!
Remix, let's go.
Yeah, and don't forget putting your tie at 70 degrees, bro. Don't be like a Gabbana noob. Man, you guys with these 6 bouquets, and we're gonna be drowning in pansies and ponies, but pussy, yeah!
Right.
Well, leave it to the Wolfpack to somehow turn floral arrangements into crude sexual remarks.
Whoop.
But hey, your flowers look bomb.com and you gain +4 creativity.
Sure.
Good pleasure.
Sure. Well, obviously I'm going over here.
Oh, you said we were back, didn't you?
Oh, I am back. I've said I'm back ages ago.
No, I mean... Otts just said
Oh,
we were
Otts
back.
did. Oh, I didn't hear.
Ah.
Who wants
We'll
to-
just wait for him a second then.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I can see everyone's stats again.
Can you? I can't.
Yeah, you can
That's
only
fine.
see the persons who's running.
Ah.
7 smarts, 10 boldness.
The only thing I
Really
beat
low.
people in is fun.
Apparently very
Everything
fun.
else I am beaten.
Right.
Hey, you're back.
Scott and Polly are sitting together, laughing their metaphorical asses off.
Woohoo!
Do Damien, do Damien.
I'm Damien. Look at my stupid red face. I use violence to cover up the fact that I've been brought up to revere a toxic version of masculinity, which is alienated me from my own true emotions.
Right.
You sound exactly
Sorry.
like him.
Okay. You do Vera.
I'm Vera, I'm very smart, my hair is pretty, and all my friends look up to me because I'm a strong, independent woman.
Scott, I'm not sure you understand how impressions work.
I'm not Scott, I'm Vera. You can tell because I said my name just now.
Okay. What about you, Zed? Got any good
Oh
impressions?
god, impressions. I can do a really convincing Nazi.
Oh my
Well,
god.
just one, but boy, it's a real doozy.
Woof woof, it's me, Scott, a dog boy who is bad at impressions. Look at me, I'm Polly, look at me go. Obviously, dog boy. I know you're doing impression me because you said my name, but...
Oh my god, that sounds exactly like him.
It does?
Yeah, remember that time we took that impressions class together and we had to introduce ourselves?
Oh yeah, I guess I did say woof woof, it's me, Scott, a dog boy who is bad at impressions. But I didn't yell it like that.
I'm sorry, are you the real Scott? There's 2 absolutely identical werewolves in front of me and I can't tell the difference.
Polly insists on a smooching contest to determine who the real Scott is.
Oh my.
You end up winning, in more ways than one.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yes.
I'm literally just gonna skip.
Hey, stranger.
Coward.
Coward!
Boo.
Coward.
Coward!
What?
Coward.
Coward!
Not the people I want to go for.
So you can still be friends with
Neither
them.
were mine, I still
Exactly.
fucking went for one.
You can't fucking be friends with them.
Die Hard.
Titanic.
Inception.
The Conjuring.
You know, I just realised I should have picked Robin Hood Men in Tights. How
There
weird the
it is, so-
fandom of the selected movie would be. What do you mean would
Well,
be?
mine would want to go on a ship and drown themselves, so you know.
Mine would just want to sleep all the time. There's nothing wrong with that.
Mine apparently likes blowing up buildings and throwing Americans off the top. Only at Christmas though. Every other day,
And
no.
Rob
It
was
has
in
to
The
be on
Conjuring.
Christmas.
Yeah, mine's not that good for that.
Okay,
I'll
so we've
probably
got
say
throwing
Elena.
people off a building at
Yay!
Christmas, purposely going on sinking ships, and what was yours again, Otts?
Inception, people who try to sleep all the time.
Yeah. That's just lazy.
Who's next then?
Mike.
Well,
Mike.
obviously I'm going to say
I'd say
me,
Mike.
but I might be a little bit biased.
Just
Lynn's
tad.
lost again, lol.
Oh,
Let's do this!
Oh boy.
That day, you spent some time on the library's PCs, managing your start kicker. You deceived lots of people with a sensational
Totally
video
not
and
a doom
impossible
rip-off.
promises. Nice!
Totally not doing
You
rip-off.
gain 1,000, whatever that is,
1
money,
million,
but
no,
almost
100,000
everything goes to
money.
cover costs, and you keep only 2 money.
Damn.
2 monies! Wow!
What's with this interest? Or inflation?
I gotta back that shit.
You spent the last half hour arguing with Liam about which celebrities are into paleo diets, and he's about to put an end to it.
okay, this is going nowhere. Let Wikipedia be our judge. Hey Damien, lend me your phone. I need to check something.
Hey!
What's this? Most fabulous pixie hairstyles for the spring-summer season?
Oh, Damien is checking out fabulous hairstyles? Let me see.
That's so sweet. We want to see.
Oh my god, what is that?
The noise he made!
Yeah, it makes sense.
Deep throating.
Oh god.
Jesus.
Just complete and utter shock.
Okay, it's clear Damien is losing his shit over this. You feel kinda responsible, so the least you can do is handle some damage control by stopping Miranda and Polly from seeing his phone too.
Oh no,
It's
I'm not
pretty
pressing his
to the bone.
phone.
Before they can see
Aw.
Damien's screen, you pull some money from your pockets and start throwing it in the air.
Damn.
Unfortunately, you're like super poor, so
Aw.
you only have change.
Ow! What the fuck is Amir doing? Stop throwing coins at us, it hurts! It is also a disgraceful display of your blatant poverty. Stop hitting us in the face with your worst qualities. Also, stop hitting us in the face with coins. It is not nice.
You don't know what to do, and your reflexive response is to throw even more coins at them.
I would so do that!
Why do you have so many coins? Stop it! Damien punches you in the head.
Oh wow.
Oh,
Ow. Nice punch, Damien. Normally I'd be against violence, but in this case your violence put an end to that stupid coin violence.
you're a hero, Damien. You saved us from danger. Huzzah!
Should have turned his phone into a bird.
I know, exactly. Tossed it out the fucking window.
You lay on the ground for a bit. To be fair, you were being a danger to yourself and others, so at least there's that. Still,
was
you lose 2
coins.
smarts and 1 fun from the punch.
Depends how hard you were throwing them.
Sure.
You lost 2 smarts from a
I
punch.
know.
Jesus Christ.
From
Knocked
a
some of your
punch.
brain cells out.
It was one hell of a punch. I haven't been to the auditorium yet. I don't think I've been. What did I do last time? Okay, I went there, then I went there. So there's class and auditorium I haven't been to yet. I assume the class is smarts and the auditorium is probably
Yes.
creativity, isn't it?
Oh, I just realised I need to go to the gym for my charm, but I can't because the fucking shopkeeper's there.
Ah.
Oh, rip.
Oh, bathrooms as well. I haven't been there yet.
Yeah.
What does the bathrooms give
Bathroom's
you?
bold.
Bold, okay. Ooh, mine's at 10 for
Got
that,
10
so I could
boldness,
put
it
that up
should
a
be
little
fine.
bit more, yeah. My creativity's
Your
at 3,
creativity's
but
low.
I said you don't really need to get them all up, so...
You only need to get the ones up depending on who you're going after.
Oh, I have no idea what I need for Polly then.
I'm just gonna say you're on the right track.
Okay.
Yeah, fun probably.
Oh yeah, it's fun, isn't it?
Well, a lot of them need 2 stats.
It is 2.
There's only, I think, one that doesn't need any stats, and that's, oh, what's his name? The Wolf Boy. But you need
Yeah.
to agree with him all the time.
Wolf boy?
I can't
Well,
Probably
my
going alone
fun
to
is
the
already
prom.
at 13, so... I can't get any money. I was hoping to get some money, but I can't do that.
I was hoping to get one as well.
Guess, where do you get charm from?
The gym.
Gym, but it's the shop.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Oh,
I
yeah.
really need charm for this fucking secret ending. I can't because the fucking.
I guess I'll go with boldness then.
That day, you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. While in the bathroom, you tell yourself in the mirror that you're so bold you would kill a tiny big-eyed turtle with your bare hands. That monstrous act would instantly give you 500 boldness. But come on, you're just talking to yourself in the mirror. What's the merit in that? You know what? You can keep 2 boldness anyway for saying that to yourself out loud. Polly seems really excited about trying a reverse Romanian Wilkinson with you. And the only thing you have to do is get all the needed supplies. Which would be fine, except you have no idea what any of them are.
Oh shit.
There's such a thing as internet.
This might actually be
a few spare minutes to try and figure this out.
There's a lot of endings like this where you choose a choice and then you
get a secret ending. You do a quick search on your phone because you assume the internet must know something about this as long as it's related to very weird sex fetishes. Nothing. While trying other keywords, you spot the Coven looking over at your phone.
Uh-oh.
Always the same with you.
What?
Could it possibly be they know something about the reverse Romanian Wilkinson? No, they're always bitching so much about saving the world they would never admit they're into these kinds of very weird sex fetishes. Maybe you're not searching hard enough on the net. Or maybe you're letting your prejudice blind you. There's not much more time to lose here. The solution is clear.
So I've got, you're tackling online searching in a very short-sighted way. You need to come up with an unexpected search terms that will point you in the right direction. Or, use your people skills to get the 3 witches to admit that they know what a reverse Romanian Wilkinson is and to tell you what you need for it. Well, I hope it's not charm, because I got fuck all of that. Unexpected search terms, wouldn't that be creativity though?
No, it might be smart.
Well, it's either smart creativity or charm.
There's not really anything that's not on the net, so Zed obviously just isn't searching hard enough.
Well, go for what you want.
That's fucking creative!
You also tried other similar combinations of words.
Fuck!
You can't get the ending now.
Aww.
If you get it wrong once, it stops it, I think.
Aww.
I didn't know what that said because it got skipped, so I'm just gonna make up some text here. You searched and you say, "What a dumbass." Learn to Google. Then you go to a blog about international recipes that use eggplant, and suddenly you're watching a YouTube video that reveals that eggplants are called that because they used to look like exactly eggs.
Shit.
Yeah.
Well, you know.
Whoa, this is so amazing. Oh, wait. What? 10 hours have passed. You're now super into K-pop. You've bought 20 exotic crabs for some reason, and you've become a very respectable admin on some dog racing forums.
Dog racing?
You're quite sure you were looking for something else when all this started, but you can't quite remember what it was.
RIP.
Something about Romania? Meh, who cares?
Like
You're now the owner of 20 exotic crabs. Fuck it. But so much erratic web searching made you lose 2 charm and 1 smart. Did you have 20 crabs? Where do I want to go? I'm going to go outdoor. That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You're talking to Juan, the small magical Latino cat, when he tells you that you won't ever be as fun as Bob the scary clown. Fuck Bob! You accept the challenge, and you go straight to Bob. Stab him several times, open his bleeding chest and eat some of his guts in order to consume its fun! I just realised my guy's stabbing in the picture.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna dab on that clown and eat his chest. Really? Do you think that's how this works? Well, hope it is. You gain +2 fun from poor Bob. Hell yeah. You're gazing dreamily at Miranda when a flash of otherworldly light blinds you. When your vision clears, you see a great rift has opened in time and space, and standing in the middle of it...
Greetings, my love.
It's Liam!
It's me,
Hey Liam,
Prince
how you
of
doing?
Underworld. I'm here to fulfill an ancient prophecy.
How majestic.
A prophecy? How exciting and regal. What sort of prophecy is it?
It is a prophecy of love.
Oh boy, here it comes.
Legends foretell a great beauty, the hair of an angel and the scales of a fish, a beauty who I am destined to marry.
But that sounds like a perfect description of me. Could it be that I am the great beauty described in the prophecy?
Well, yes, that's sort of what I was trying to imply. Now come with me to my realm, where we may plan a magnificent wedding.
You can't let him get away with this, but that prophecy is hard to argue with. The only argument you can think of is the hair of an angel. Ha, clearly Miranda has the hair of a goddess.
Nice.
Or what about these fish scales I glued to this handful of angel hair pasta?
That's the first one.
My
the first one's
creativity is
charm.
higher though.
First one's definitely charm, but
Yeah,
the
it's got enough charm.
bottom one's either fun or creativity.
Yeah, the last one looks fun.
Fuck.
She probably likes compliments though.
It's not based on what she likes though, it's based on the stats.
Well then, fingers crossed. Are you just gonna click randomly?
Do you like this?
No, because you're not a big one.
Epileptic fit.
Or
It's true. The very hair you now look upon was stolen and grafted from the scalp of Thetis herself. Daddy really does insist on the best hair for all his children, even if it angers the gods.
ah, well, perhaps the prophecy was speaking metaphorically. And yet, technicalities are the very things these sorts of prophecies turn upon. Oh, alas. Would that... What? Okay, never mind. Would that I could find a princess with less perfect hair? Shouldn't that be with that I could find?
Maybe.
No, it's that's correct.
The prince flees through his portal to go trolling for more princesses. As Miranda glows with pride, you gain 2 smarts and 1 charm, and the phone number of her hairstylist.
Aww.
Hell
Let's
yeah.
go.
I've got no hair, I'm a spooky shadow man.
What if I wait? I'll go. Smart.
That day, you're the first one in class. You sometimes come early because you enjoy talking to the teacher, you lame-o. He's a bit bitter, but in a cool way. He treats you like an adult, and the two of you discuss life and stuff in a very snarky way. Look at you, excelling at cliched movie tropes. You gain 2 smarts and 1 valuable life insight that will help you face the difficulties of being young.
Oh, hell yeah.
Later, you're strutting your stuff with your new totem when it attracts unwanted attention.
So it's a totem double.
What a cute little dieted totem you're rocking. Aw, it is tiny and sweet compared to the dark god of the ocean. Poor helpless little totem.
Blood gushes forth from the totem's eyes, streaking its face with sinister red.
Oh no! It's hungry! Poor little guy! Is that it? Cutie patootie? Are you hungry, wungry?
The totem's mouth stretches open farther than it physically should be able to, and a swarm of locusts bursts forth.
We need to find it a yummy for his tummy sacrifice. No princesses though. I'm sure that's not what it wants anyway.
The totem burns fiery hot and icy cold at the same time. Aw, you better find a great sacrifice for the widowed deity, and it'll make the gal so happy too.
Right, start a giant sacrificial bonfire of weed. Be self-sacrificing, sacrifice yourself. You know we gotta go for the weed.
Oh man, I do have a lot of weed on me right now. And from my father's plantations, we can get plenty of seed. Run weed, Mary, hun. Normally, I don't like to sacrifice weed for anything, but for our pal here, I'm happy to do it.
The totem turns to ash in your hand, then pulls itself back together in the blink of an eye, somehow more terrifying than before. You and Polly turn out your pockets and get a pile of weed. Polly pulls out her lighter.
Oh man, only for you, little buddy.
The total smiles a horrifying, gaping, glowing smile. With a flick of her finger, Polly sets the weed aflame. The cannabis bonfire leaps up high. High? Get it? The totem lifts off the ground and floats high above the smoke, the smell of weed thick in the air. The caws of crows and weeds of the dying echo around you. Ah, it's happy! You gain 2 boldness and 1 fun. Also, you gain 2 parenting. At the weekend, something happened to Amira!
Hey.
Let's do this!
Another weekend, another adventure. You were about to enter the swamps of despair in search of the destruction review when Scott stops you, probably for a much more urgent matter.
Oh, Mira, I was just thinking about you and that time you were really, really good at dodgeball. Coach said, remember?
Not really. All your classes kind of blur together and become repetitive after a while, but okay, sure. But hey, why not take the compliment?
Well, I think people are like sports, you know? Because, well, sports are good, and people are good. So if they're both good, then they must be the same, right?
Oh my god.
Sure, right? Sure.
But all sports are different, so people must be different. Some sports are better than others.
He's gonna confuse himself.
And some people are better than others. And I like different sports, and I like different people. But there comes a time where you have to choose one sport and one person. You can't take 2 different sports to prom or play in the major leagues with 2 different people. No, wait. Opposite on those things.
You figured. Also, it doesn't really make sense either way, so whatever.
So, our friend, Blue, what kind of sport do you think she would be?
Oh god.
Coach says romance is the worst intense of all sports. So this is very, very important.
Oh boy. Blue is the holy amalgamation of football, basketball, and baseball known to the initiated as all ball. Blue a sport, blue is chess.
Wow.
Chess?
Fuck it up for Liam. Wow.
The way Mike thought of it is, oh, I love chess. He didn't think of boring.
But chess
there you
isn't
go.
a sport at all. It doesn't even have the word ball in it. The sport that represents Blue as a person isn't a sport. Does that mean Blue isn't a person? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
I mean, nah, not really. You were just trying to fuck with Blue for the hell of it, but this is totally as hilarious as you hoped.
You can't take someone to prom that's not a person. That would just make them something. And if I were going to take something to my prom, I'd just take a football. Wait, that's a great idea! I think I might take a football to prom!
What you fucking done?
Lol, Blue may actually get dumped for a football. This shit's great. You gain 1 fun.
Nice.
Oh, you'll get dumped for a
One friendship,
football.
mate.
Get wrecked.
Everybody chooses
Choosing
an
an
object.
Chessboard.
Table.
Oh, I was gonna choose chess piece, you bastard! Ah, fuck it, yeah, chess piece, why not?
Pencil. Cool, the next indie sensation, blank nut.
Table night.
Chess piece night.
Heroes
chess
main
piece
on
night.
Table night
Main
or pencil
weapons
night,
is
the other
the
two, yeah.
My guy just smacked you over the head with a chessboard.
Pencil might sound like an actual thing.
Yeah,
Also-
I can't imagine a pencil night.
A chess piece, boy.
Chase please board night.
Okay, give us first.
Oh, I've not been first yet. Go me.
I'm gonna be 4th again, aren't I?
Me.
What was yours, honey?
Table.
Table.
Yeah, go on then. Runs around with the table.
Pencil night or chess piece night.
Well,
Well,
there's
it'd be
already a
funny as
chest
hell
piece.
if it was
There's
standing
already
there
a
with the
chest
pawn.
piece that is a 9, so.
What?
Yeah, chess piece is a knight.
Yeah, night night.
I'm going 4th again, aren't I?
Ah!
Rip.
Alright, be right back. I'm gonna go get an ice cream.
He's got time.
Oh, let's talk about ice cream.
Careful,
All right.
Mind control.
If I need to
easy.
speak, just someone speak.
Oh no,
me
shit!
your money.
Oh no!
Oh boy.
I wanted to get money. I didn't even see it was her. Fuck.
What's all these things anyway?
Oh, well, I go first and I fucking miss my turn. Great.
I think you're too poor for cocaine.
Let's do this!
Shall we wait for Liam?
Well, if it's anything he has to read out, then I suppose. We're all doing pretty terrible at this today, aren't we?
Oh god. I am going single to the prom at this
I
rate.
can't believe I fucked up that thing with Parley and now I don't get whatever the secret ending is. Is the secret ending just them boinking or something?
Probably.
Something
But the
like that.
Romanian something something.
Reverse Romanian something.
Yeah.
Go on then, pick something.
That day, while rehearsing for the class play, you totally forget your lines. It's terrible.
Oh boy.
But you don't let that get you down. You start improvising all your lines. And it's marvellous. Somehow it enhances the path of the play in unexpected ways. And that's saying something, since half of your improvisation is a rap battle against your inner fears. You gain 2 creativity.
Woo!
You see Damien beating the piss out of a goblin, like he always does when he's depressed. You go over and ask him what's up. Is this whole heir to the throne of a hell thing? It's really bumming me out. I hate being a prince of hell. I'm gonna hate being a king of hell even more. I mean, how am I supposed to rebel against authority when I am the authority? Ugh, not even beating the piss out of this goblin's trim. Damien continues to beat the piss out of the goblin, but his heart clearly isn't in it.
Poor goblin.
Is there anything red I can do as king of hell? Literally anything?
You're forgetting about the ultimate way to fight authority, total war. Kings have her harems, and I definitely join yours. Total war.
Fucking metal.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, war. I totally
You cut out.
I forgot about war, yeah.
Hello, I'm back.
Hello.
Probably because my dads are such lame asses. They keep going on about, what's the word? Diplomancy? Diplomonkey?
Monkey, yeah.
Diplomacy? Am I saying that right? Diplomacy? Whatever. I'll have it taken out of the dictionary when I'm king. Suck on that, Webster. Damien's so excited he even stopped strangling that goblin.
Poor goblin.
It sends you a massage coupon as a thank you. You gain 2 smarts and 1 boldness.
Sure.
What did you get at the shop, Otts?
Nothing. I wanted to get money and I didn't realise it was the shop. So I just skipped my
So
turn.
he wasted his turn.
I can't get
So
anyone
that
anyway.
one's charm, isn't it?
Don't you fucking dare, I need to go there.
It's
Go
charm.
there, go there. I'm
Fucking
kidding.
over.
I could,
Don't.
oh, charm, creativity,
You already
smarts.
fucked me over with the fucking
Sorry.
wolf boy.
Hey, apparently you don't need stats or whatever for him.
You already called me chess.
You called me chess.
Hey, you're apparently smart. Chess is for
called-
smart
That's true.
people.
You called me chess.
Yeah, but that's not what the wolf is.
Although technically chess is a sport.
So I need to get up my smarts,
That's
creativity,
just not a ball
charm,
sport.
and money.
You just need to get up what you're trying to get Polly with.
Yeah, I don't know which one she is though. I know fun's obviously one.
Everyone.
You want me to tell you? Because I
I'm
think
guessing
I
it's
know.
either creativity or charm.
Do you want me to tell you?
Yeah, sure.
I think it's fun and boldness.
Oh,
I
so
said you're on the
toilets.
right track. That's why I said that you're on the right track.
Alright.
What? So the
Left-
toilets or the
Well,
rave?
Liam, you need charm, don't you?
Yeah.
So I could steal that. I'm joking. That one is smart.
Yes,
Which
it's
one's
boldness and fun.
Where's create? Oh no, wait, that one's create. Auditorium's creativity.
You can do both boldness and fun. I'm not going to tell you how much you need though.
Yeah. I'm trying to choose between smarts and boldness. Fuck it, I'm gonna go with some more fun.
That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You spot Juan, the small magical Latino cat, who seems a bit sad. He explains to you that he's worried people are so used to calling him Juan, the small magical Latino cat, that now everyone defines him defines him only by his size, magicality, ethnicity, and species. He's more than that. You correct him. You don't see him in such a simplistic terms and convenient definitions. It's just that there are around 23 other different Juans in the school, so adding all that to his name is quite necessary. You tell him you'll never forget about him and the crazy adventures you both lived together in Monster Prom's prequel, Monster Middle School. You have a great time remembering those crazy stories. You gain 2 fun. Holly grabs you by the arm so the two of you can talk, but of course she doesn't stop dancing for even a second.
I thought it was going to mention the stuff earlier.
Yo, this party was super crazy. For like the first 15 minutes. Now, it's just regular crazy, which is fine, but I want to take it to the next level, you know? I want this party to be criminally insane! I want it to be a danger to itself and others. What the fuck? I want psychiatrists to prescribe medication for this party, and then I want to take that medication. Are you with me? Obviously you're with me. I'm hot, and hot people are always right. So how do we kick this party up a notch,
Most normal parties only exist in 4 dimensions, but it made a machine that will let us party to the 5th dimension. Let's steal a bunch of helicopters, stretch a net between them, and party on that. Hell yeah!
Polly doesn't even have to tell you how awesome she thinks your plan is. You just look at each other, nod, and head off to steal some helicopters. You seriously piss off some rich helicopter owners, but you know what they say? You can't make an omelette without breaking a few helicopters.
Wow.
Everyone is super stoked by your flying party net. Half the ravers fall off and plummet to the ground, but the other half make up for it by partying 4 times as hard.
Nice.
That's a net gain of like 100%. You gain 2 fun and 2 boldness.
Nice.
Let's go.
That
Imagine
day,
if
an
you
epic
accidentally
dodgeball
click
match
party.
takes place. The match is so intense and both teams are so into it that you decide to raise the stakes by betting part of your charm against part of the other team leader's charm. That commitment amazes your whole team and their spirit is fueled by determination, Undertale. Finally, you win and take +2 charm from the other team's leader. She's now a bit less fabulous.
You take her hair.
Later, you, Holly, and Miranda are watching your adorable little dark deity
Sure,
totem
it's a
melt the
spoopy boy,
faces
though.
of
We're
passers
here to
by.
save
Oh
the
my
day.
god, I have to talk 3 times?
Wow.
It's gonna be a monologue of my 3 voices. Fuck. Thank God, we found a totem. Hand it over quickly. Wow, dudes, chill out for a second. Whatever seems to be the matter, we're off to have a lovely picnic with our dearest totem friend, little Buddy. Your totem's a Zygort, ruler of the Dark Realms, an agent of destruction. We must dispose of the totem before the world suffers.
Hey, we wasted good weed on that.
Rude?
Yeah, don't worry.
Truly though, what have you ever done to earn our friendship? This totem has been there for us whenever we needed it.
Smokes weed with us.
Yeah, when I ran out of coke, little Buddy made sure a dealer drove dead and the club with full pockets so I could have as much as I wanted.
That
When
is a
a
real
suitor
totem,
brought
bro.
me the wrong flowers, little Buddy made his eyes and teeth melt out of his face.
The totem purrs happily, which sounds like the shrieking of 1,000 cows dying of famine.
Oh my god.
Quite beautiful, really.
Literally every time I think you guys can make worse choices, you somehow make worse choices.
The Coven prepares to attack. Their sights set on your precious totem. You better think fast.
Swallow the totem whole and keep it safe in your belly, or use sleight of hand to make the totem disappear. Wait, one
I
second,
think
can't actually
creativity
remember.
would make it disappear now. Or actually, it
I
could be
think sleight of
smart.
hand's gonna be creative.
Otherwise,
to be
shitting out
honest.
the totem would be quite awkward later.
Thinking quickly, you use your excellent dexterity to palm the totem.
Ooh, where did they go? Wait, since when do you know magic? We didn't realize you were magical. We could have used your sorcery on so many quests. My word, do you ever stop talking? Please leave us be, peasants. We have more important things to discuss. Well, I suppose you possess such great powers. We can we can trust that you will be able to contain the dark deity within the totem.
Oh yeah.
Yes, finally! A little respect around here. When have we ever not been trustworthy?
The Coven pieces out, presumably because they have no examples rather than so many. Nothing up your sleeve, except the totem, boy! You remove it and head off to your picnic. You gain 2 boldness and 1 smart. Let's trade places.
Change
Everybody
places.
choose an animal. Otter!
Lima.
Donkey.
No, let's go with a wolf.
And who's your voice
How
on
hilarious it would be if Amira died after being attacked by
By
of
8 donkeys.
8 donkeys.
8 donkeys, please.
Yeah.
Wolf is last because it's a wolf attacking, so wolf's gonna be last.
We can agree
Aw.
you on that.
A savage donkey attack.
8
That's
otters
it.
would be
What was the
pretty
next one?
funny.
Otts, wolf. What was Liam's?
Lima.
Lima.
Otters are actually meat eaters.
Oh, so wow. I didn't know
I'd
that.
say
What
Liam
about lemurs?
second. Liam second, me
The
third.
lemurs, I don't know. Because otters eat fish, so they're meat eaters.
Yeah.
Liam, you're not last for once. How does it feel?
Feels great. I'm still on number 2
Lunchtime.
though, so
Let's
you just,
do this!
that's what your plan was, also. You just called me a shit. You put me number 2. What?
Anyway,
number 2
you
now.
find Scott and Damien shoveling hot dogs and mashed potatoes into their mouths while Coach cheers them on.
Always believe in yourself.
Go, boys, go! Munch your way to victory. Ah, there is no truer sport than an eating contest. It's great!
Thanks, cuz.
Just leave me eat.
It looks as if it's a pretty fair fight so far, but where's the fun in that? Time to step in and tip the balance.
Oh shit.
The Strike Scott was surprised fireworks slathered Damien's dogs in holy ketchup. I actually don't know. If I'm going for Damien, I have no idea.
I'll distract
You'll have to
Scott.
distract Scott, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
distraction.
if you want
Whoever
Scott will
win.
win. Yeah.
What the hell? You were planning on setting off these fireworks in here anyway. You let 'em rip.
Hey, stop that. Who did that? Who's making noise? I'm yelling because I'm scared.
They found a Scott, the Vicon. Oh lord, it's now all over again.
I love that voice.
My dog's barking as well.
Bro, she's taking the roleplay seriously. Scott and Coach
Okay.
leave the cafeteria. Damien lets out a sigh full of equal parts relief and mashed potatoes.
Ugh, thanks.
Perfect time.
I was just eating like I normally do when these 2 idiots come over and it turned into a sport. It's not my fault I eat so fast. I've got a literal furnace in my stomach.
Damien lets you have some of his half-chewed hot dogs. Nice! Some would say that's almost like making out with him. Some. Only
Let's
some
go.
would say.
Wait, I don't know. Shall I skip again?
It's up to you, dude.
Does it say you have to do something? You approach your chosen table to find it already mostly taken up by the Coven. They're huddled around some kind of glowing artifact.
Shiny thing.
Shiny duct tape.
But we only get 1 wish, not 3, so it's important for all of us to agree before we release the genie. Hope you already expressed your wish for a secret hideout with a mini fridge and football table. Faith has argued just as fervently for world peace.
We must save the world.
But as the leader, I think the most sensible option is a mystic sword that will instantly slay this season's big bad, and
Hope and Faith immediately object to Joy calling herself the leader, and the three soon devolve into a shouting match. Amidst the commotion, you can't help but notice that the wishing lamp is totally unguarded. Without really thinking about it, as if you ever do, I mean, come on, it's Liam's turn, you rub the lamp, release the genie, and wish for...
Bag full of quarters. A machine that can successfully reheat French fries.
Wow.
choice.
Wish granted! Booms the genie, and you find yourself the proud owner of a brand new Fry Lord French fry reheating super
Oh my
system.
god. Are you kidding me? We didn't brave the fire legs of Lower Wrath, the two-headed snake of Serpentia, and the accountants of Babylon. Sorry. Just so you could have hot fries.
But the Coven quickly change their tunes when they taste the hot fries fresh out of your Fry Lord.
They're so crisp. Neither rubbery nor soggy. This is powerful sorcery indeed. We were so focused on defeating the big bad that we forgot about an even greater evil, suboptimal fry consistency. Thank you. Thank you for teaching us the error of our ways.
You reheat everybody's cafeteria fries for them, and you all have a fry party. For your
Yay.
contributions to fry conservation, you gain 4 fun.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Is that me? Yeah.
4 fries.
We're in the middle. I've not really got a date at this point.
Is bad.
You take your seat beside arguably the two coolest monsters in all of Spooky High, and Liam.
my.
Here's hoping you
Oh,
can keep up with Sorry, I'm not sorry.
That was good. That was really good.
Are you done now?
I'm dying.
Yeah, it's your turn to read, mate.
Mira, are you eating manticore steaks again? Okay.
Yes, and it's delicious.
I forgot it was my turn to click, sorry.
Don't you know the amount of cruelty involved in the mainstream meat production industry?
We got a vegan.
Yes, and it's delicious. Besides, Liam, you're a vampire. Don't you only consume things that are dead?
Well, yes, I suppose, but it's always ethically sourced, organic, free-range, and human. The human population is out of control, and eating them is the most environmentally responsible thing to do.
Listen, Liam, I have to have a personal feud with every single animal I eat. Sorry, I happen to have. I make sure to meet all of them first and ensure I'm devouring only the ones I hate the most. It only it makes it extra tasty.
Well, then surely you can inflict such pain without going through the cruel meat industry and supporting factory farming. Isn't home cruelty better anyway?
You may actually have a point there. And if I get my hand in the pot, I can inflict even more effective and specific pain. And I bet there's a way to make money off this too.
Hang on. Somehow I've ended up arguing against my own interests.
Liam, do you want to find innovative and creative ways to move society forward? Or do you want to oppose cruelty like every other weak mainstream loser?
You can actually hear Liam's brain shaking as he struggles between his desire to be perceived as ethical and his desire to be perceived as creative. Maybe you can step in and help out. The animals you kill may lose their lives, but what about their afterlives? Instead of letting their spirits go to waste as the byproduct of the meat industry, let's serve their eternal souls as a side dish. Liam, animals are already suffering from ignorance. If Vera wanted to increase their pain, the best we can do is teach them the concept of death so they really fear their fate. Let's educate cattle on metaphysics. I'm cruel, so eternal souls.
Perfect. I knew there was a way to monetize, and it keeps the animals from ever gaining an eternal resting place.
What the hell is it with Vera and animals?
It's got snakes on her head.
Exactly.
But now the cruelty is extending even beyond their deaths.
Hell yeah, it is. Thank you for getting the ball rolling on this excellent scheme, Liam. And thank you, Otts, for nailing down the specifics. Neither of you get royalties, though.
The fuck, man?
That being said, I get you a double scoop of Rocky Road sole with sprinkles on top.
Yum! Maybe. You don't know, you've never eaten a soul before. But it sure is delicious getting Vera's approval.
That would
Sure.
probably be delicious.
Do I have money for stuff now?
You've got
Seven
seven.
money.
Yeah, 7 money.
Is that worth
Yeah.
anything though?
Well,
Maybe.
the thing I bought was 10, but that was for a secret ending. Most things that are like to increase your stats are usually 5, I think. Sometimes they can be 10.
Hmm.
Oh, your girlfriend is the little ghost thingy, isn't she, at the table?
Yeah, I guess I'll just go with that. I already lost
Oh
the
my god,
secret
I have
ending.
to with 2 people. Oh.
Polly and Miranda sit together, and Mike once again skips the
Sorry.
text because he's fucking patient. First you cook me, and then you skip the text. Pick one.
So wait, you've actually got serfs who eat for you?
Disgraceful.
Well, of course. I find eating to be terribly undignified, so I almost never do it. Hey, me neither! What other kinds of crazy serfs have you got? Well, I have a serf to go to the bathroom for me, a serf to experience difficult emotions for me, and a serf for keeping my silverware in alphabetical order.
Huh.
I even have a surfing serf for standing on top of whatever I go surfing. Wow, that's a lot of serfs. It's a fair amount. The only limit is my imagination. Unfortunately, my imagination serf imagined a way to escape from serfdom. So now I'm all out of ideas. Well, I'm sure with the help of Zed, we could probably think up a dope new kind of serf. Oh, is that so? I can't wait.
Well, you're on the spot now. What will it be?
So I go, oh Miranda, you should get a puppy surf. It's not actually a surf, it's just like 50 cute dogs. Or you should get a party surf.
Party
a
surf.
surf to experience your hangovers for you. Hmm.
A surf for me? I couldn't possibly. Why not? I do it all the time. But isn't it wrong to make someone else experience the negative consequences of your actions?
Fuck Polly being responsible.
Well, like I said, I do it all the time, and Father says I can do no wrong. Therefore, it's probably fine.
Also employment.
Okay, hell yeah, let's hire a dude to deal with all my withdrawal symptoms. Hire? Polly, dearest, we don't pay our serfs. We don't? Sweet deal.
Polly hires the burliest hangover surf she can find, and the two of you go out for the night of your lives. The surf is dead in the morning from the epic hangover, but the
my
memories are well
God.
worth the second-degree manslaughter.
Fucking hell, Rick.
Oh my god!
That was fast.
Hashtag,
Fucking died.
hashtag worth, yeah.
Brilliant.
Everybody chooses something bad. Say your
Josiah.
choice out loud. Wow, Liam.
Wow. You're not allowed to belittle other streamers?
What's just said me as that you fucking prick. I can't believe you done.
I've bullied you so much, I'm sorry.
No.
Something bad. Masturbation in public.
Bad.
What are you talking about?
He said something bad, not legendary.
Hey, what if it's a really hairy man
Not-
standing
not
in
s-
front of you?
I go back
You
to
said-
my point. It said bad, not legendary.
You said bad. You said bad, not something an absolute mad lad would do.
Right,
Not
I'm
murder.
sure that's how it works.
Okay, right, so what's everyone's choices?
Well, that made me think about my one now. Let me think.
I'm gonna change mine because I feel bad.
I don't.
Oh, Liam.
Oh,
I'm gonna say not murdering people.
Putting your mother through one of the Saw games. Or Jigsaw games, that was it.
how horrible it would be if it was part of a torture device or a legal punishment.
Liam wins. Liam wins.
yeah, Liam wins. Has to put up with Josiah.
The Jigsaw game?
No, the second place is definitely Otts because he said Liam. You have to put up with Liam.
Oh my god.
Yes, boy.
Then yeah, go with Soar.
Fucking brilliant.
Right,
Oh my
so the last
God,
one
we're
before
almost at the
prom,
end.
guys.
Oh shit, I don't know if
Let's
I'll have
go.
enough charm. Oh, I might do.
I still don't know
That
what my
day, an epic
reverse thing
dodgeball
is.
match takes place. Amidst the battle, you spot a fellow player that seems utterly discouraged. She thinks she's not worth anything at dodgeball and she attempts to throw a ball at herself. You explain to her the many ways you think she's unique and wonderful while also defending the many pleasures in life. With your help, she's capable of finding reasons to keep playing and gains a sense of self-worth. You gain one BFF. Sadly, she's not part of this game, so that beautiful friendship will take place off screen, and plus 2 charm. Also, Liam has no friends, so really it's just a fake stat. For a long moment, you, Polly and Miranda can do nothing but stare at the newly freed Dark Deity.
Oh my god.
Awesome, Boo!
Dude, this is awesome! I can't believe our sweet little kawaii deity is finally out here in the universe with us.
Me either. So like, now what?
Yeah, I like little buddy. Isn't so little anymore.
Guess.
The Dark Deity
I'm
smiles the
getting
grin of
tired
the
of reading
eternally
something else.
damned. The paint begins to melt off the walls of the hallway. Oh no. Windows
Oh my.
shatter, sending shards of glass flying dangerously through the air. Everyone dies, the end. With the force of a magnitude 12 earthquake, which is actually farther than the Richter scale goes. Yikes. Who knew that unleashing a Dark Deity from Totem would have such consequences? I mean,
Looks
no
like
one would
there's
think
not gonna
that.
be a party.
This could definitely spiral out of control. Better do something and Sonic fast.
Fight the dog deity or ask it to monster prom.
You immediately drop to one knee and pull out a beautiful bouquet of blood-soaked daisies.
Oh, look at the girls, they're so pissed.
Oh my god, what? Squeak!
You make your pitch to the Dark Deity, citing all the wonderful times you've had together, annoying the Coven, making sacrifices, melting faces,
Oh
and
my
how
God.
torment to you. The Dark Deity blushes and cracks creep across the glass of the windows. That's the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me in several millennia of existence. Do you really, really feel that way about me? The Dark Deity flutters its eyelashes and birds drop dead from the sky. How romantic.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
You assure Zagard, ruler of the Dark Realm, that yes, your feelings are on the level.
This is amazing!
It's been a while since anyone's. I need to protect my fragile heart.
Aww.
Let me think about it. Okay? Totally okay. Wait, are you going to Monster Prom with your Dark Deity?
Oh yeah.
Could be. You might have gained a prom date, but you definitely gained 2 boldness and 1 charm. Good lad.
I think it
All
worked
right.
when it said so charming, but won't see until it's time to ask.
That day, you spent time on the library's PCs mining some bitcoins. This is supposed to have something to do with solving algorithms and the rise of cryptocurrency. But the best thing is, we've already had this conversation, so there's no point in reading out the same lines again.
Yeah.
Anyway, you gain 2 bitcoins, which is equal to 200 whatever dollars. I don't know, Mike,
2
what's that
million.
figure?
2 million.
2
2
million.
million. You gain a lot of money, which unfortunately is equal to 2 monster dollars. So plus 2 money. You see Miranda hovering in the hallway, whistling to herself and checking out her reflection in her own scales.
Why, hello there, Otts. How funny and random to see you here entirely by coincidence near your locker.
Okay.
Seeing as how we've been getting along so well lately, I have decided to afford you the honor and privilege of taking me to the seahorse races. You can pick me up after school today and bring me an assortment of flowers and chocolates as a gift. You're welcome.
Oh yeah, cheers. Cheers for that. Aw, man. A chance to buy shit for Miranda and take her on an outing you have no interest in? Sounds amazing.
Oh my god!
You go to the horse races and look for Miranda. She's not there. You got stood up, you fucking life.
It's because you were meant to go pick her up, you idiot.
Yeah, it did
She's
say.
wearing a beautiful Olympic horse race hat. Unfortunately, a sudden gust blows that hat away. You could swear that you could hear the wind whispering, "Not enough budget." Well, it surely must have been your imagination.
Oh,
Because
no,
she's
my
still
hat.
wearing a hat in the picture.
Hey, Otts, I'm here. Hi, look at this. Daddy always gives me money when I go to the seahorse races. It isn't much, of course, only 3 million money, but it should still make things more fun to bet. Of course, nothing would sour this lovely date faster than picking a losing horse, so I'll put this daunting choice entirely on you.
She's betting on you.
How
Right.
should we choose the winning seahorse so that this day goes down in
If
memory
there's an
as
option
a
to just grab
pleasurable
the money and
experience,
run the race, you should.
rather than a sign that we should never speak again?
Yikes.
Literally
No
betting on
pressure then. Also, real life fact, Otts has never won a bet he's placed. You know the perfect method for choosing winning racehorses.
By
did actually.
taste what?
I've never
Just
won a
lick
bet.
all the horses.
The only way
When
to
you
tell
could
a
be
winning
riding me,
seahorse
no,
is by
literally.
taste. Why
Yeah,
watch
I
people
told
ride
ya.
seahorses
Oh
because you rather
my.
me? No, literally though. Get me a saddle and let's enter the race. Right,
I
so
told
I'm
you.
guessing that'll be fun.
Yeah, yeah, true. That is fun. Yeah. I suppose the first one will probably be creativity or smarts or something.
Second one, charm, I guess. Or
Shit.
oh my
oh
god,
no!
would have been-
Not creative
Mr.
enough.
Chance, friend.
Told you,
The
man.
second
Never.
one would have
Told
been
you.
boldness.
Told you.
Yes, of course. Daddy always says I have an excellent taste in things, and I pay my servants to agree. So why should I have anything less than great taste in tasting horses?
She's
Let's
gonna go lick the horses.
Oh dear.
Yes,
Miranda
but she's
sneak
got her
down to
tongue
the
sticking
stables
out
where
already.
the racehorses are kept, and proceed to
The
slaughter
fuck?
all the seahorses.
Oh my god. She's gonna
You
literally
start a fire and go about delicately grilling each and every seahorse to perfection.
Oh my.
Miranda pulls out the fancy cutlery she always carries with her, and the two of you begin a delightful feast.
Wow. Oh, most excellent Romanian sapphire. Tastes a little like strawberries and cream and sunshine. Yeah, Grand Slam Pre 4000 tastes like they're definitely not a winner. My goodness! Little perfect pixie sunburst Jumbotron tastes just like rotten fish. A true delicacy in my kingdom. This will be the winning seahorse, I'm certain of it.
I'm not certain of it.
Well,
Well, you told her to taste him.
You and Miranda put all of your combined 3,000,001 money down and hurry back to your seats. It's not until you've taken your seats that you realise your bets are meaningless. There is no race. You've eaten all the seahorses.
Oh no, you've ruined the entire race. I was so looking forward to winning.
Shouldn't have fucking put it on me then, you stupid bitch.
Not because I needed the money, just because I like triumphing over peasants. And now you've taken that away from me. You're a horrid date. You've ruined everything.
Yep, nothing new really. Miranda storms off in a huff, leaving you to contemplate how you could have possibly
what we
thought
meant
killing
by
all the
taste.
seahorses would allow any of them to win. You lose 2 smarts, idiot, and the 1
Fucking
money you
hell.
bet on a consumed seahorse.
Should have let her ride you.
Let's do this!
Oh well, Brett.
It's going to lose.
That day, you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. On the way there, you run into Mamimi, the only girl. She offers you some of her weird Japanese energy drink. You take a sip. It tastes crazy as hell. You need to check the contents of this shit. Guarana seed extract, benzoic acid, 50 milligrams of caffeine, and 100 milligrams of boldness? Well, it wasn't bad at all. You gained 2 boldness. Thank Mamimi and proceed to the bathrooms. Out of the corner of your eye, you notice Damien playing with a big knife, like he's trying to figure out where to stab himself with it.
What a noob!
Hey, why'd you stop me? I was about to give myself a sweet body mod. You know, they say body modifications are forever, but the shock value sure isn't. I broke my horn off and my dads were only pissed off for what, 3 weeks? Maybe I'm just not going hard enough. I need something that will really freak everybody out, like a tattoo of my face. On my face!
Wow, what a genius idea.
No,
One's probably done that.
too subtle. Hey, you look like a deviant. Got any good ideas for a sick body mod?
Chop your head off.
You're thinking too big. It's the tiny details that really freak people out. How about a tattoo of your face on the tip of your tongue? Gun hands.
Holy shit.
Oh my god. I don't know.
It's a
The
stat
bottom
thing,
one is
though.
probably fun or something.
Yeah, I think that's fun. I think the other one, it might be creativity.
Yeah.
It could both be
I'll
creativity.
go with
though.
this one, I guess.
Oh,
Oh, it was
Wait,
creativity.
not so
no,
great.
no.
So, what you're suggesting
that means it must have been
is a
boldness.
body modification where, in order for my dads to notice it,
Oh yeah,
I have
get
to
it.
actually talk to them. Gross. Since you weren't able to help Damien think of an idea, he helps himself to your lunch money. You got bullied. Get
He
bullied.
stole my money!
Get bullied. You lose 2 money
sure.
and 1 boldness.
Oh
Cool,
dear.
man.
Oh, the shop girl isn't here. I was gonna buy something.
Yeah, it's the last night, so it would be useless.
She's not there on the first or last.
Ah. I suppose I could go for fun again.
That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You're casually chatting with Juan, the small magical Latino cat.
He
You
gets
start telling
everywhere.
him that hilarious story of what happened last summer at Monster Camp. You know which one.
Yes,
Get
that one. Utter silence.
I love the time where it was silent.
And you know, we don't have to read it out because we know.
You know which one. You know.
You know. Slowly, lots of people start joining you to hear the story. By the time you say where the Goblin King was, 100 people or so burst into hysterical laughter. You turn on mobile app that captures all the laughter and it turns into 2+ fun.
I need that.
Wow, you have a ton of fun.
Forget about that though. Polly's here and she looks ready to party. So basically she just looks like herself.
There you are, my favorite party favor besides ecstasy. You're ready to get crazy?
You indicate through a heart-stopping glow stick maneuver that you are indeed ready to hit the clubs.
The clubs? Not tonight, boo. Tonight we're gonna engage in my favoritist pastime.
Uh-oh, the thing that I don't have the answer for. Okay, never
Party
mind.
crashing! I just loving crashing parties and making them go wilder and crazier, you know?
English.
Tonight we're gonna crash this
Good enough.
totally sweet baby shower I just heard about. Oh my god, what? And knowing you, I bet you've got some killer ideas for how we should crash it.
Nothing else. So baby shall like
Oh my
extra
God.
baby.
Jesus Christ.
Literally crash into the party like with a blow. Oh.
But
Oh my god, they're
Oh.
both brilliant. Why not do both at the same time?
Yeah, a boat with extra babies in
the
it.
party with a boat
Put
full
the
of
babies
babies.
on the boat, yeah.
Just fucking steal some babies, put them in
Why
a boat.
not? Guys, I've got it. Why not a boat-sized baby?
Holy shit.
With
Baby-sized
extra,
boat.
with extra boats on.
Now they're both creativity.
I feel like the bottom one's probably boldness or fun, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
One of them's boldness, one of
Last
them's
time
fun.
we should like choppers, so
I'm gonna go
Think
with the
that-
boat one.
Oh,
Hey.
nice.
I keep going to read it.
see, this is what I come to you for. Toot toot! All aboard the party boat!
We.
Using your advanced nautical knowledge and your proficiency in crime, you easily hotwire a boat instead of a train and crash it into the party.
Ahoy, landlumbers! Where's the grog? Who's pregnant?
It turns out the party was nautically themed, so the guests immediately start applauding what they think is a planned interruption. The host is forced to play along or look like an idiot who just lets boats crash into her party.
One
Oh my
idiot.
god.
You have a great time sharing rum, singing sea chanties, and giving the baby a sick anchor tattoo on her little unborn bicep. You gain 2 fun and 1 charm.
Like Mike is getting laid on prom night.
No, I think that's the secret ending that I failed.
Blue.
Let's go.
None of them.
Yeah, that's what you have to do for certain secret endings.
Oh, where's my mouse at? I didn't pull any of them.
Go for one. Go for
What?
the
Get
mermaid
rejected.
woman.
I ain't got enough money.
Oh my
She's
God.
money.
Oh yeah. Rip. GG.
Well, I was gonna go for Miranda, but I didn't get the money, and I got cooked by Mike.
If you choose none of them, there's still a happy ending.
Is there?
I think there's like a 50-50 chance. It turns out either you get really depressed, or you're like, I don't need no one else.
I got
I'll
cooked.
go with him since he was showing up at every single place. But I doubt I'll get him.
Hey, noob.
And then, of course, I'm gonna have to take Polly.
It's party time.
You just cuck bots.
Let's do this.
Unbelievable. Hate him now. I'm never
Oh
talking to
my
him again.
God.
Anyway, you finally pluck up your courage and
Love
ask
it.
your beloved to go to the monster prom with you. Prom? With you?
Aw.
Stupid fuck.
Aww.
I need spice in my life.
Oh, my poor
And
character.
if you were a spice, you would be...
He doesn't have any
Ginger
spices.
nuts.
some fucking bland spice.
He's not very good at this.
Aw.
What a loser.
The
My
shame
poor
of your
character.
constant failures was so great that you secluded yourself in your room for years and officially started dating your own pillow.
Aww.
Waifu life forever!
Hey.
Aww.
All right.
You asked no one to prom because you don't need anyone else to make the most out of the night. Also, Mike cooked you. What a dickhead.
Sorry.
Sometimes you feel like you have to get a date to be anyone in this wicked world. But that's not true. You're your own person, and that's the most important thing. Love is wonderful, sure, but you have no quarry in finding it. Prom shouldn't be a deadline, but a night to remember. And you do so. You have a wonderful night. Going alone to prom doesn't mean being lonely. You have tons of fun with your
back
classmates.
with a top hat?
It's my friend.
There's
Leave him alone.
one down
His
by
name's
his leg as well.
Tim. You rock. Nothing is as sexy as being independent and strong on your own, and people notice. So who knows? Maybe eventually you might date one or some of them. But today you marry the night.
Sure.
You finally pluck up your courage and ask your beloved to the monster
You'll be
prom
fine.
with
You
you.
got great
Yes.
stats.
Hey.
Oh my God. It'll be epic, boo. Shit will get pretty wild pretty soon. Only one thing, if I were you, I'd get some good life insurance.
I'm dead.
Just in case.
Let's party till
Prom
dawn, honey.
was wild.
Well, that's a different hairstyle.
Oh my.
But still not wild enough for the likes of you. So close to dawn, you decided to keep partying by improvising a dope after party at an abandoned manor house.
Nice.
You partied with a group of classmates for days. Over time, people came and left. Some even died from too much partying.
Ha. Lame.
At one point, one of the deities of partying hard appeared, summoned by the deaths of your peers, which turned out to be a sacrifice to him.
Sweet.
He declared you his heroes and bestowed upon you supernatural rad party powers, like endless confetti, whatever that means.
Confetti
Then he
cannon.
joined you, and you all kept partying for another entire week, because that's how you roll.
Let's go.
You asked nobody to prom, because your heart now belongs to an ancient dark deity.
Oh my God.
Last
yeah.
time, Zagor told you it was thinking about your proposal. You decide to go to prom and wait for it to appear. You believe from the bottom of your heart that your feelings are mutual, after everything you lived through together. What the
Wow,
fuck is
what
that?
A beauty. Look at that little bow.
Best goal.
And you're right. You have the cutest and nicest date together. Debatable. You even hold hands. Or whatever the fuck Zygod has for hands anyway. In a moment of vulnerability, Zagord, ruler of the Dark Realms, share its deepest thoughts with you. You know, I've been told for millennia that I was meant to be a dark deity whose only purpose was bringing this reality to its undoing. But I've realised, I don't need to be who I've been told to be. I've had more fun these days with you than in the many millennia plotting this realm's demise. I think being a dark deity is not my true nature. No, I might really be a high school girl. The dark deity shapeshifts into a purple tentacled girl. Say goodbye to Zygord, ruler of the Dark Realms. From now on, you can call me Zoe.
Wow.
Oh, we don't get to see a picture of Zoe then.
Otts, best at being alone.
You'll see her at the end.
I'm not wrong.
Endings, 1 out of 23. There's
There she
23
is.
endings to this. Wow.
She is in the bottom right. Gonna read it all?
Those 3 weeks were
Oh,
maybe
look,
the
there she
most
is.
epic and absurd weeks of our lives.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
After
I accidentally
Monster
pulled out
Prom,
my mic, so
we
I
kept on living our lives, falling in love, battling for
That's the
friendship,
monster.
and learning who we were and who we could be. And you know what? As it always does, life happened, and it was wonderful. Damien and Scott teamed up and took second in National Pokemon Tag Tournament. The crowd was amazed. Their Pokemon team did tags as if there were no tomorrow. It was a thing of beauty. Polly graduated at doing lots of ayahuasca, and now she appears to people hallucinating to act as their spirit animal.
got different ending.
Liam started an iconoclastic band that broke all conventions. Their latest album has been a hit. It has no songs at all. The album is actually just a banana set on fire. And be sure, Liam doesn't care if you don't get it. During those 3 weeks, Monster Prom seemed bigger than life, and then it was gone. Just like that. The battle for Monster Prom might have ended then, but there were lots of battles left in that war called youth. But once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start.
Yay.
Oh, that was fun.
And that's Monster Prom.
Yeah, my throat is sore from doing so many voices. I literally downed a pint of water.
Yeah, I'm really thirsty now.
A few names you might recognize here. There was Jesse Cox before.
In the voice actors section, they should just list us.
Don't know why. I don't think they do that.
I mean, the only noises you get is like, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, there's Cry Aaron Hansen.
Christina Vey is Shantae's voice actor.
Oh shit.
Zoe Quinn is in there. What the hell?
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, me either. Apparently, I've just unlocked some erotic fan fiction or something.
Yeah,
Oh,
I thought I saw
yeah.
right. An erotic fanfiction about dragons. 4 new images in
Fuck.
the gallery.
Ooh. I just got a thing that came up that said it's time to socialize with a never
Oh, if you
before
look
seen
at all
cast.
the Polaroids, they're so cute.
Yeah. Fucking the Polaroids are the best.
Well, that's Monster Prom, people.
Well, it was
Honestly,
fun. It was a lot of
best
fun.
Best dating game.
We should do it again.
There's so many different endings. There's an endings tab that has all the pictures.
I'm gonna stop streaming because I've been streaming for 9 hours apparently.
Oh,
Oh
God.
my god. I've got like about half the endings.
Yeah, I'm going to call it
I
there for
haven't
this
got-
stream, but I might start streaming again with some transport fever after I've had something to drink. We'll see
Alright,
how
I'm
it
gonna
goes.
stop streaming. If anyone's in the stream, thanks for watching. It's been a long one today. I didn't even realise. Fucking hell.
Yeah, thanks to anyone watching.
So we've
mine
learnt
as well.
today that I'm pretty good at Sonic 3. Paladins pisses me off.
Oh my
And
god.
if you play Monster Prom with Mike, he will steal your fucking ghost girlfriend. So fuck him.
I will steal your waifu.
Until next time, thanks for joining. I'll see you all when we play Monster Prom again, because there's a secret ending I actually want to get for Polly. So Mike, you're not playing. Fuck you. Thanks for watching.
Aw.
Bye.
Bye everyone.